It is now time for more future endeavored wrestling. It has been maybe a month or two since the last time that I did this. And since then, some of the people that got fired in my game got fired in real life. I don't want to be blamed for that, but I think that's what happens. So the last time that I did this, I have changed one or two things since I did this last. The television show that I had, I put in the graveyard slot. I changed it to primetime because the graveyard slot TV show had such little slots for matches, and I didn't want to do 2 shows a week. So I now, FEW fired up on the NL app is now primetime, baby. So that is how we are trying to get as many people on the show at once. When I started this, if you have not seen the first episode of this, please go and watch it. It is a very solid 4 to 5 hours of people getting fired. I was expecting a couple of days in a row of people getting fired, but people were getting fired every single day. Maybe people will still get fired in this game. But as a quick little recap of what I'm dealing with here, these are my current champions. Ryo Mizunami was my first ever women's champ and then lost the belt to Jamie Hayter a week later because Jamie Hayter got fired, and I'm like, there's no way I am not hiring her and giving her the belt. My world heavyweight champion, my first one, was Alex Shelley, which was time appropriate because he won the Impact heavyweight championship around that point. And then Andrew Everett beat him the following day with help from RJ City. And then my Future Endeavored Wrestling World Tag Team Champions are Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson, 2 members of the Faux Horsemen. Not the 4 Horsemen, the Faux Horsemen. They think their shit doesn't stink, where in fact it actually does. So, if you aren't familiar with what I'm actually doing here, the challenge is I am only typically allowed to use people that have got fired from other companies. This is a current day save from when I started, which would have been around August, September-ish. So it has AEW, it has WWE, bunch of other promotions. Bunch of people got fired, I slapped them into a roster, plus like 1 or 2 liberties. And this is the roster that we currently have. There are a fair few names on here. There were a lot more people than I expected, so a lot of these people are on open contracts, and I will simply figure it out. I have Kenny Omega, I don't know why. I have Kenny, I have Coda, and I think I have... No, I think Coda got signed elsewhere. But I have Kenny, and I think Penta got signed elsewhere, and I have Ray Phoenix. They were on open contracts for some reason. So I'm like, I will just sign them and see what happens. But as you can see, there are a bunch of people that got fired. A bunch of people. All from WWE and AEW and elsewhere. I do have a developmental. There's maybe like 5 people in them. But yeah, this game is brutal. I didn't expect Tony Khan to be so brutal with his women's division. Like, most of them have been fired. Almost all of them. So the last show that I did... Oh yeah, these are my upcoming pay-per-view is called Still Employed, which is a month from now. Good luck, everyone. My last show that I had... Brody King won a 20-man battle royal. There was an angle between the Work Horsemen and the Faux Horsemen because the Faux Horsemen wanted them to join. The Golden Lovers beat the Insiders, which is Manny and Brennan, or Mansoor and Mace. Jamie Hayter beat Ryo Mizunami, Lulu Pencil, and Athena. I'm pretty sure that was for the belt. And Andrew Everett beat Chris Sabin. I think in a match to retain the belt. But... as I said, to the day that I was doing this last time, I was still getting people were still getting fired. And that means I can still hire people. So let's see what happens. If I go to the next day, will I get anyone to hire? Please. There is an incident. Oh, no. Dana Brooke has said that... Well, this is a good start for episode 2. Dana Brooke has said that she has a cocaine habit. What the hell do I do with this? I can simply ignore it, or I can send her to rehab, or I can suspend her for a period of time. What say you, chat? Should I simply ignore it? Should I send her to rehab and get her the help that she so sorely needs, or do I suspend her without pay? I think it's one of the two. There is no encourage button. I cannot do it. Yeah, she took the Dana Warrior thing too literally. I'm gonna do it! Cocaine will make her a better promo. Yeah, we don't test here. I don't know if we test here. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it and see what happens. I wonder if it'll pop up again. WWE have signed a sponsorship deal with Snickers. Well, that's on brand. Okay. They have signed a sponsorship deal with Tap Out. All right. They have signed a deal with Rocket League. All right. Sure, no problem. Reebok. Wouldn't Tap Out and Reebok not cooperate? The AEW have fired Hikaru Shida. Okay. Okay. Her stats are good, too. Alright. You are getting signed to a written contract. So yeah, a lot of the... So, the save that I'm playing on is a custom save. Like a current day save that someone has made. All I did to simply find this was... a very quick Google search. The game that I'm playing, Extreme Warfare Revenge, is free as well. If you want to go and grab it, simple Google search awaits. But yeah, this game tends to fire people that have low stats. I don't think like any of these people have crazy kayfabe stats. I think whoever made the mod, whoever made the save, has made these ratings, and the company is firing a bunch of people. Stokely Hathaway, no way, man. This man has to be permanently employed. 77 charisma. You are a... Alright. Do I make him a manager or do I make him a wrestler? He can brawl though. He's got pretty good brawl. I think I want to keep him as a manager for now. I can change this. Did Almost get fired? I don't know if he did. Tony Khan will pay for his crimes. And I'll be losing in the ratings war against me. Oh yeah, my TV show is on Sunday nights, by the way. Penelope Ford. Okay, I need to look at stats. So clearly, my roster is way too bloated. I have like a bajillion people on my roster with one TV show. So what I have been doing, if there's people that I'm adamant that I'm going to use, I sign them to written contracts. If I'm not sure, I sign them to an open deal. Mainly because I'll forget who I've hired and who I haven't, but it keeps them on my list, and I do not pay them unless I book them. So that is just a reminder that they are... So Pentaco! Alright, you gotta have, like, real good stats, right? So you got some speed. One half of the Chaos Project. I don't know if Luther got fired. Alright, you're an open deal. You are an open deal. The position on the card, like you probably see, a lot of people are being signed as openers. It's all to do with the overness. This game is an old game, and it pretty much scales your positioning on the card with how over your character is. Jose the assistant, I have no need for you. Brandon Cutler? Dude, I can have him be a part of the NL channel. He can edit all of my stuff. Dude, you're expensive. It's probably too... I'll give you an open deal, because I don't know if I'm going to use you. I'll be 100% honest. Preston Vance, 10. As you may probably know him better as. Stats are okay. Don't know if I'm ever going to use you. Open deal. What? They have fired their ace. How do you Is he hurt? What? Why would they fire John Moxley? What? I'm gonna fire everyone! Fuck it! I'm out of the business! That is legitimately probably their top talent. I will sign you to a deal, my friend. I am going to sign you to a deal. I do not care how expensive... AEW fired John Moxley. On what planet? Does that make any sense? Is Punk still a member? Like, so to keep this legit, this was before Punk got fired. Is Punk still there? He is still there. Okay. Why would you fire John Moxley? What the hell? Alright, Roderick Strong is still there. He gets fired, I'm there for it. I am so there for it. Alright, what else have we got? Luther, alright, I have the Chaos Project. Technically. 72 Brawl is pretty good. These stats aren't bad. I was expecting those stats to be much worse. Alright, you're an open deal. Because you're a Blair guy. And what else we got? Anna J. Okay. Your stats aren't so good. But you would probably be okay if I send you to developmental. Because this game is kind of weird where if the wrestler is like over a certain age bracket, they don't want to do it. Oh, Jack Perry was really happy that I hired Anna J. That's right. That's fantastic news. Satnam Singh? We're just getting rid of our entire roster. Oh, those stats are awful. Those stats are awful, Satnam. I am sorry, bro. I'm not doing it. Not today, pal. WWE have fired Beth Phoenix. Is Beth Phoenix a staff member or a wrestler? I have been on record in saying that Beth is one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. She is a non-wrestler, so that means nothing to me. So what that means is if I try to sign her to a wrestler's contract, she won't want to do it. And two, if I sign her to one of those, she can only appear in segments, and she can only wrestle on pay-per-views. So that doesn't really help me at all. Akira Tozawa. After all these years, stats are pretty good. I'll give you an open deal. Keep you on my list. That's not bad. Keedy Williams. So he was a producer? Because I don't think he ever wrestled. He'd be a non-wrestler, yeah. That's a weird thing. His stats are really good too. They fired Solo! Why would you fire Solo? Dude, I can make my own Roman Reigns. I'm gonna infect the wrestling business with another gigantic title reign. Oh, dude, that is cheap too. Alright, Solo. Gonna make a new bloodline. It's happening. It's not Bloodline's not copyrighted, right? Tamina, thank you for hiring Solo. Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, Ava Rain. There are going to be a lot of people from NXT that get fired and I don't remember their names. I feel like I want to say it's Ava. Is it Ava Rain? Is that the lady that was in NXT that was related to The Rock? I believe. I think people told me that last time. That's The Rock's daughter. Okay. They fired Braun as well? Dude, what is happening today? What are your stats? I thought Braun would have been better with all that developmental time. Cora Jade said, thank you for hiring Braun Breaker. No problem, bro. Hakeem Wild? I'll have a look, but I'll be honest with you, man. You never really did much in my GM mode. JOA. That's where I was getting it wrong. It's not bad. Not bad. Also, if you're wondering what music is in the background, it's legitimately random WWE or wrestling game soundtracks. That is how we do. And also, thank you very much for the subs and resubs. I will get to them at the end of this video to make this easy and seamless. I don't need you, bro. You're fine. Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar. Decent, but expensive, and I don't really need... I'm gonna let you go. Wes Lee. I'm looking at stats here. NXT's making cuts. Those stats are good. An 86 in speed? I need to be careful with my TV shows too. Because a lot of my shows have not been up to standard, and the NL app is getting mad at me because I'm not putting on good enough shows. Lacey Evans got fired. I don't even need to look. Angel Garza. Okay. Stats aren't great. What's the ideal overstat? 100. So the overstat is one that goes up and down depending on if they win or lose matches, that type of thing. But typically, the wrestler stats will stay the same, typically, unless you put them in developmental. Austin Theory got fired. I don't want to sign him at all, but just out of curiosity. That's mid-tier. Mid. And AEW got a 4.26 for Dynamite on Wednesday. A-Town mid. Dude, so in the first day of this, I signed John Moxley. Isn't that great? I didn't even cheat the game. I have more mail. Uh-oh. AEW have fired The Blade. The Blade. The Blade has... Okay, what's your pay? Dude, that's expensive for The Blade. That is expensive for The Blade, man. I don't know about that. Thunder Rosa's... Dude, do they have any women's wrestlers left? Their stats aren't great. I will let that one slide. Austin Gunn. Nah, there's no way I let you go. You are the future of this industry. I signed you to a written deal, 2 years. You are the future of this business, Austin Gunn. I have Colton Gunn. Wait, did they fire Colton Gunn at one point and then just never fired Austin as well? That's awesome. Alright, now I have the Gun Club, so Colton Gunn now gets a written deal. If I want him to agree to a written deal, I gotta bump up the pay just a little. So AEW fired Austin Gunn. Kip Sabian. I like Kip Sabian. I think Kip Sabian is good people. But do I want to work? Do you want to work, brother? Brawl and tech isn't great. Speed is okay. You can talk. We'll go open deal. I'll put you on my short list. Penelope Ford is happy about it. They fired Danhausen? Dude, I think the show is only going to be the Young Bucks and CM Punk, ironically. Your stats aren't great, though. You might be Independenthausen for now. Alex Abrahantes, I have no use for. Chris Statler, oh my god. This game is wonky. Damn, AEW's women's division is like, most of them are sitting around that mid to late 20s. I'll put you on the short list. You're on the short list. You are on the short list. Angelo Parker. Cool Hand Ange? What are your stats, bro? Let me know. It's not so bad. How much do you want? I'll give you an open deal. I do like you, but you know. Visatron and Castle Arcade, thank you for the brand new Prime subs. Thank you for everyone else who was also resubbing. I appreciate it very much. Rebel. Or is it Reba? Is this the person that hasn't showed up on TV in forever? Your stats are no good and you can't talk. Get out of here. MT Nakazawa. What does MT mean? Is this another gimmick thing? Because the M is for Michael. I don't know what the T stands for. Do you wrestle? You do wrestle, but you are expensive. I don't think you're worth the money, pal. Empty? That's a bit deep. They fired... Okay, so the Butcher and the Blade have been fired. Maybe I could give the Butcher a solo push. Your money's not great. I mean, your stats aren't super great. Like, I want this to be like a 70 or more. Honestly. I'll give you an open deal. I'll see how I feel about it. But I'm not confident about it. New Japan of America have signed Jack Claffey to a written contract. I have no idea who that is. WWE have fired Drew Gulak. There is no way in hell. Good friend of the channel, Drew Gulak. How does he only have a 75 in tech? Are you kidding me? Alright, I need to sign you to a permanent deal. You are a very good hand. Sign my contract. Thank you. Tyler Breeze got fired from his Legends contract. What are your stats? Oh, you're a non-wrestler. I wouldn't be able to use you. He'd be a trainer, but that's about it. So, can't use that. Tyler Breeze is on the indies, though. Candice LeRae got fired. Am I just gonna have a show dedicated to women's wrestling? That's almost what it looks like. Her stats are good. Alright, you're on the list. Don't know about her written, though. I need to figure out how many. I have way too many people right now. Cedric Alexander. That speed should be like 90. You lost so much time playing this in the mid-2000s. Yep. You won't believe me, but this was one of the first ways that I got into wrestling. I played a bit of lore. I played SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Before I watched any wrestling show, I liked, so I would play, this is fitting music. Back in time, I would play GM mode in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Because I would play the NBA games and play season modes and manage the franchises. Shortly after, I decided to find Extreme Warfare Revenge, in which I booked all of the matches. And then shortly after, I began to watch professional wrestling. Natalia? WWE legend? Natalia? Do I want Natalia? I don't know if I do. I need a new generation of talent, new generation of great. Oh my god. Are you stupid? Dude, these companies are stupid. Why would you fire Io Sky? Current women's champion. Are you... Dude, that's a written deal. I'm sorry. I'm not making this up. These people are actually getting fired. I'm not forcing the game to do this. This is real. Cameron Grimes. I could reignite the tag team of Andrew Everett and Cameron Grimes. Not bad. He's cheap too. Alright. Open contract. We'll see what happens. They fired Io. So far, I've only been able to... I've done like 3 days so far. AEW fired Jon Moxley. And WWE has fired Io Sky. Tyler Bate, Shotzi, might be worth a look in. That's expensive for your stats. I'll put you on the list. See what happens. Humberto, I don't have Angel Garza, so I don't want to make the tag team with that. Who is Mr. Stone? Isn't that an anime? Mr. Stone. You are the definition of mid. That's Robbie E. Ah, right. The thing with Chelsea Green in that, right? All of his stats are like all middle of the road. All of them. Hangs out with Come Tuesday. Did Von Wagner get fired? I can't remember. I don't know if Von Wagner got fired. But either way, let's sim to the next day. Sunday is when we book our next television show. So I have to deal with 2 more days of people getting fired. Oh yeah, up here is my name. So my owner's name is Big Pants. AEW have fired Hook. This is going too far. Not bad. You're on the list. I could probably fit you in a stable somewhere. I want to try and make coherent booking, so I don't want every single, like, wrestling show that I have to have a completely different roster on it. Like, sure, I have a lot of people right now, but I want it to kind of be still a good quality show. Anthony Ogogo. Isn't he a commentator now? Isn't that the deal? Stats aren't great, and charisma's not great either. How much do you pay? And a non-wrestler? The Bunny. So the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny all got fired in the space of 2 days. Demon Bunny with Courtney Rush. You're on the list. There's a lot of people on that list I will probably never use. Alex Reynolds. My Dark Order brother. How dare you? How much do you want? I might be able to do something Dark Order related, so I'll keep you on the list. Does John Silver also get fired? Sarah Stock. Aren't you a trainer? I don't think you wrestle, right? No, you don't. I definitely remember that name though. Yeah, well, I don't think there is a DPW save in this. So Chris Danger is not someone I can push in my wrestling promotion. Matt Menard. Okay, so both Ange and Matt have both been fired. So they are firing tag teams like crazy. 2.0 got fired again. Suddenly thinking we should co-op that end of the line tag. Look, man. I don't even know what's happening now. All these people are just losing jobs. Sunny Kiss got fired. What are their stats? That's a high charisma. But would I use them? Dude, my roster is too stacked. I'll shortlist. I will shortlist, but my women's division, my men's division now and my women's division is completely stacked. How many people do I have on my roster? Will Sophie tell me? I currently have 187 people on my roster. I started with 0. Oh my god. I have signed 200 people. This is bad. Apollo Crews? Well, I can make that 188. Apollo Crews. On the list. Not a written contract. I'm not definite about you. You're on the list. Scarlet. Scarlet Bordeaux. Your stats aren't great. I think I'm good. Angelo Dawkins. 1/2 of the Street Profits. And your stats are not good. Probably for the amount of money that you want. No way, bro. I have 188 people. Carmella? What are your stats? You probably want a lot of money. I'm good. I'm good for now. Dominic Mysterio got fired. Oh, you're definitely going in the Faux Horseman. That's not Dominic Mysterio. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a written deal. I feel like you can be part of our plans. No more mommy for you, bro. Whoops. What else have we got? Shelton Benjamin. This is too real. Take it back. Take it back. Shelton Benjamin. Oh my god, he's expensive. He's 47? Damn. He's in good shape. Alright, you're an open contract. I don't know if I'm going to use you. Shelton Benjamin. Luke Gallows. Oh my god. Fuck Dr. Deus. 70 Brawl? Do I really want to put Luke Gallows on my roster? I mean, Shelton debuted on WWE TV in what? Like 2000 and early 2000s? That means he would have been wrestling for at least 20 years. I don't know. I'll let you sit for now. I think you can make a lot of money on the independents. Zelina Vega. Okay. Okay. Stats are okay. That is very expensive. Shortlist. Oh, Malachi is so happy. You're welcome. Biff Busick. Again? Oh. Throw him up. They are good stats. He's a non-wrestler. Oh, he's a trainer now. So I can't use him as a wrestler. Then there's no point. Sucks. Liv Morgan. I'm happy that these people are on my... that I can use them, but they keep getting fired. I can't like in a save, I can't force them to be a wrestler. They will say no. I could edit the save file, but that's a whole other ballgame. But once they turn into that non-wrestler role, unless they decide to go back themselves, they're just done. Otis! Otis got fired. You're on the list. Way too many people. AEW got a 3.4 for Rampage, baby. New Japan got a 1.75 for Strong. WWE got almost a 6 for SmackDown. AEW in the mud. Alright, it is now Sunday. So I have to book a show today, but emails. I swear to God. I swear to God. This game is broken. WWE have fired Rhea Ripley. Australia's own. Adelaide's own. I guess Mummy is back. This is so stupid. Alright. She's got a written deal. If you remember from the first episode, a lot of Australians got fired. So my plan was to make an Australian stable. I have to figure out how many. Why would they hire one of their most over acts? Shayna Baszler would probably have decent stats. Right? Yeah, not bad, actually. You're on the list. Don't know if I'll use you, but you're on the list. I need to... Damian Priest. What are your stats like? I wonder if AEW will fire Punk. Well, and then I will proceed to not hire them. Damn, your stats aren't as... Dude, that's pretty cheap, though. So, 3/4 of the Judgment Day got fired, by the way. You're on the list. Don't think I'll use you, but you're on the list. Finn is still employed. Ivar. Eric. So, the tag team got fired in the same day. Adam Pearce got fired. Titus O'Neil got fired. And AEW got a 4.2 for Collision. It is time to book a show. Okay. So when I was doing this last time, I was on the graveyard shift show, which meant I only had like, I think 5 or 6 segments. So now I have the whole hog. I have everything. So, let's see. So I'm pretty sure in the last show that I did, I had a gigantic battle royal, and the winner of that was going to face Andrew Everett in the main event, which was Brody King. So I believe Brody King will now wrestle Andrew Everett in the main event. That is my main event for this show. I like this a lot. I think this match would slap in real life. Do I want to make this for the belt? No. If Brody King wins, he may get a shot at the pay-per-view in like 3 weeks. Who do I want to go over? Yeah, so in this game, it's not left up to interpretation. You do literally everything. So how it works is you book your matches and your segments, and they get a percent rating. The higher the percent, the better. And it all depends on wrestlers' skills. So if I put someone who was the drizzling shits in the main event, it would tank. What? I think I want Brody to go over. But it will be by a botched interference by RJ City, because they are in cahoots. And then they will argue. Can I make them argue? I can have Andrew Everett throw a temper tantrum, or I can make him attack RJ. I will make Andrew have a temper tantrum, because he has a big baby. We are putting on a good match. What are my feuds? Alex Shelley and Andrew Everett are apparently a feud. I forgot about that. I could maybe... I might have Alex Shelley cut a promo. I might have Alex Shelley cut a promo at the beginning, like in around the middle of the show. And he can talk about Andrew. And how fantastic he is. And that can continue the feud. And then maybe there'll be like a triple threat at the pay. So how feuds work in this They have statistics of won and loss, so you can have technically a win in a backstage segment where someone gets beaten up. But the game will tell you kind of, you can ask Sophie, and Sophie will tell, like, it's like the in-game assistant. It'll say, you need to build this rivalry up, and then later on you can tell her, you can ask her, and she might say, oh, this person will lose overness if they lose the feud, or this is the perfect time to end the feud, you should end it now. But you can end it whenever you want, but the wrestlers will get mad if you do it early. Okay, my other feuds are... Hillman and Brock versus the ABC. Why am I forgetting who the ABC is? Alright, I am going to have a tag team match with Brock and Brian Pillman Jr. Ace Austin and Chris Bay, that's right. This is a non-title match. And I am going to have... I'm going to have Pillman go over. So the idea of the Four Horsemen is they are pretending that they are the Four Horsemen and that they are the greatest thing ever, but in reality the crowd hates them and they have go-away heat. But they are so far up their own butts that it doesn't matter. Okay, so that feud is continuing. Okay. Yeah, this is super bare bones, very minimal graphics and everything. This is old school. Okay. So I have John Moxley I can debut. I have a lot of people I can debut. Holy shit. Okay. I need to start thinking about what I'm doing here. Can I make a stable from here? I can. I am going to just call the stable Australia. Okay. Who on this list is Australian? I can't remember if Andre Chase is Australian. I think he is. Akira Tozawa, not Australian. Bronson Reed is Australian. Where else have we got? Buddy Matthews is Australian. The FBA, the full-blooded Australian. Duke Hudson is that. I don't know why, but I messed those names up in my head. Buddy Murphy. Where else have we got? I'm gonna put her in the Australian stable, even though she's not Australian. Somehow that will somehow find her, and she'll be like, "What are you doing?" She is New Zealand. Am I missing anyone here? Nope, not yet. Duke Hudson is Australian. Indy Hartwell is Australian, but I don't remember if I signed her. I'm just going down alphabetically. Emma is Australian. How sad was that? That she was so excited for the show in Perth, promoted it, and then shortly after, legitimately got fired. Grayson Waller is Australian. Can I just do search by letter? I can. Harley Cameron is Australian. Indy Hartwell is Australian. Book is not Australian, surprisingly. Has didn't do a overseas tour and do the deed in Australia, brother. I know Tony Storm is on this list. Mark Davis. Matt Cardona. Mikey Nichols is Australian, question mark. I do have Omas. So I can do Stokely. I could do Stokely versus Omas as a feud now. Did I put Kyle there? Good question. I did not. But there are so many people that are Australian on my roster. Okay. Rhea Ripley will very likely be the leader of this stable. Robbie Eagles, I'm 90% sure is Australian. I'm pretty sure I can't sign Hugh Jackman. Shane Haste is Australian. Oh yeah, Shanky also got fired in this save too. Whoops. Anyone? Tony Storm. I don't know if she technically is or technically not. This is kind of... This is a very old, like 20-year-old booking game. So it is an older booking game, yeah. So it is kind of the text-based booking thing. Wolfie, thank you for the 500 bits. There is no Australian Wolfpack. Everybody in Australia gets along. I do have Von Wagner. It is come Sunday. I think that might be all of my Australians. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 Australians. Oh my god. Okay, my leader is... Let's make Dakota Kai the leader of Australia. Alright, let's have Rhea Ripley be the leader of Australia. Thank you for understanding the bit slip, I appreciate it. Alright. This looks good to me, okay. So, Brody King goes over Andrew in the main event. Shelly's calling out Andrew on a promo. Bo Horseman get a win. Alright, let's have a debut angle of Jon Moxley. And yes, you heard me correctly. AEW fired Jon Moxley. Couldn't tell you why. What are my options for a debut? Singles debut attack. Is there anyone who I'd want him to feud with off the rip? To make save? I don't think I have any other members of the Shield or anything like that that I'd want to be helping with here. Singles debut, can I attack an authority? Can he just be... Oh, I can. Do I even have an authority figure? Oh, that's right. My two authority figures are Bad Bunny and Lita. Yeah, I remember this. Have Moxley attack Bad Bunny. I could make him arrive in a limo, you're right. Oh, the old limo arrival. This is such good shit. Alright, let's make an angle. Other angles. Limo arrival. Jon Moxley will arrive in a limo. What could this mean? We're gonna have an opening match. It is going to be a triple threat match. With hardcore rules. And who do I put in this match? I'm gonna try and be steady on who I want to push. I like Alex Coughlin. I think he has a future in this business. So Alex Coughlin will be wrestling. That's right. I want to make a new bloodline. Let's put Hook in this match. And let's put... God. There are legitimately 200 people on my roster right now. Buddy Matthews! That is no championship. And your winner will be Alex Coughlin over Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews refuses to lose. What about Hook? Okay, he's happy to lose the Hook. But not Alex. Alright, Coughlin is still protected. He wins clean. That's a good debut match for Hook. Okay. So, what are my other feuds? Ryo Mizunami and Yuka Sakazaki. Billy Starks and Lulu Pencil. Unbelievable. Hook is fine. Alright, I'm gonna need to start thinking about who I want from my roster in the Bloodline. So we're gonna give Solo a squash match. Who do I want him to squash? Axiom. This is a squash. Clean, baby. He's gonna beat the shit out of him after the match. You're damn right he will. His purpose is to debut Solo Sikoa. Alright. So... I need to try and get... Billy Starks and Lulu Pencil on this card, and Ryo Mizunami and Yuka Sakazaki. Can I do a tag team match to progress those feuds? I think I can... Don't know. Well, firstly, I'll do this one. Because feuds help get people over very quickly. This game is kind of busted in that regard. I want Lulu Pencil to go over. Clean. And Billy Starks will revenge attack after the match because she's mad that she lost. And this will continue the feud. So... The only thing I wish this game had... I know it's like a 20-year-old game that will never get touched again. Once I make a segment, I can move it around. Instead of having to, like, delete the whole thing and then do it again. Okay. So... Rhea Ripley will be in a match. It was my champ. Jamie Hayter is my champ. Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter. I just want to see what this does chemistry-wise. I don't want to make this for the belt. I will have this be a draw. Can I do a time limit draw? I can do a time limit draw. I just want to see if they have the chemistry. And Rhea Ripley will refuse to shake her hand after the match. And this will be to put on a good match. Did everyone just fire their whole rosters? Yep. So, I checked my roster before Slip. So I started this save with 0 people. I now have almost 200 people on my roster. And I haven't even signed everyone that got fired. But when I started this this episode up now, John Moxley got fired day 1. Chris Statlander got fired day 1. And then the next day, Rhea Ripley got fired. And they fired Stokely Hathaway. Alright, do I just have Moxley arrive in a limousine and then he never shows up for the rest of the show? Or do I try to... I need to make this legit. I need to be legitimate here. Yeah, how dare you fire Nakazawa? Alright, let's put John Moxley in a match. It'll be a hardcore match. It has to be. Texas Death. A hardcore match. Right. John Moxley versus who? Tony Khan has lost the plot. Who do I put him in the ring with? Oh yeah, NXT also fired Bron Breakker. Who's a hardcore legend? Ah, do I do it? I think they're both heels though. That's on my list. I just want to go down the list and just see who I could put in with someone else. Dude, Moxley and Great Khan would slap super hard. I can make him beat the shit out of Manny. I feel like he's had enough pain right now. Alright, let's do Let's do Moxley versus Dominic Mysterio in a hardcore match. And John Moxley wins very convincingly. Yeah, he wins clean. No, he wins by cheating in a hardcore match. And then he celebrates. And then... Yeah, this is John Moxley's victory music. This will be to put on a good match. Question mark. Can I make him leave in the limousine before his match starts? Actually, no, I need to... So, there is a tag team feud I want to do right now. So I'm gonna set it up. My tag team feud is... Mansoir and Marseille will take on the tag team of Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn. I don't know why they're... Alright, whatever. So the Insiders versus what this game quotes as Sons of a Gun. That is my tag feud. The Ass Boys. Is anyone that knows anything about ass? The Maximum Male Models. Alright, let's make this a tag match. This is a prove your something match. Unfortunately, the writing of their names make this very difficult to find on the list. I want to see this in real life. Give me this in real life. Please. Who do I put over? Austin Gunn clearly goes over. It will be by cheating. And... well, do they want to argue? Do they brawl the back? Or do they just celebrate and then I do the nitty-gritty stuff next week? They celebrate. They cheat and then they celebrate. The idea is to continue a feud. Okay, so I have one segment left on my show. I think I need to put a women's match in here, I think. I can do... I'll do a triple threat match. The 4 ass men? I need to find more ass men to go with the horsemen. Let's do a triangle match, which is just a triple threat match. So who did I don't even remember who I hired. Io Sky got fired. For some weird, bizarre reason. Versus... Tony Storm versus Dakota Kai. I'm sure this match has happened at some point. Who do I put over here? 2 members of Australia are in this match. Io's got to go over. Dakota Kai takes the pin. She's a good worker. Io Sky wins by cheating. There's so many layers here. This is actually, there's too much cheating on this show. This needs to be clean. Alright. This is a decent card. I've got to figure out who I want Stokely to manage. I need to figure that out. Oh, he's still for thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome. Hell yeah. Alright. This is... Let's see how this goes. I don't know if that main event's going to do better than this. But that's fine because I need to build this. I want to build this. I need to build Andrew Everett as a main event player. My creation. But you never know. You've seen feuds. Like you've seen feuds where people fight and then they turn into friends. That may be what Maximum Male Models and the Gun Club does. Alex Colgan versus Hook versus Buddy Matthews. Okay, so this is how this works. The match quality is completely related to skill, like the wrestler's attributes in the match. The crowd reaction is typically related to overness, but it has like this hidden element of... this game has a like the health of the business. Like if the business is in a boom, the overall rating will go higher. If the business is on a downturn, then this rating can go lower. Because typically, this number here is going to be the median of these two. But as you can see, it's clearly not, which I think that means that the game is thinking that wrestling sucks right now. But nothing really happened in that match. It was just a 46% overall rating. A limo pulls up outside and outsteps Jon Moxley. He looks around and heads to the locker room. 90%. Easy peasy. That's because he's so over. Solo Sikoa versus Axiom did a 52%. Not so, he didn't even get over from it. So in this agent notes section, it will tell me if somebody gains overness from a match or a segment or any type of note that I need to be aware of. And that had nothing. Damn, that's unfortunate. Alex Shelley is backstage. He continued their rivalry by getting on the stick and ripping into Andrew Everett. Alex Shelley debuted a new gimmick. It got a positive response, and he got over. I must have changed his gimmick. I don't remember for what, though. Brock Anderson and Brian Pillman Jr. versus the ABC did a 45, and nothing happened. You love to see it. This is almost like GM mode. Billy Starks versus Lulu Pencil got a 36%. Oh, God. I'm trying to continue the feuds that I started on the first show. And I want to, like, get them through to the end. But I don't know about this one. That's a bad-looking match. The Insiders versus the Sons of a Gun, or the Ass Boys. I could probably work with the 61. This number can go up. This one, like, varies a little bit, but this one can definitely go up. I think that just needs a build. It's a grower, not a shower. Io Sky versus Tony Storm versus Dakota Kai gave me a 54%, which isn't too great. But you think you can take what you can. I'm waiting to see that Jon Moxley match. Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter gave me a 54% as well. So the last two women's matches that I got had very similar ratings, which is surprising. And it gives me a note that Rhea Ripley is making her debut, and Jamie Hayter is the reigning FEW Women's Champion and has been since the 10th of September, which was a week ago. Oh yeah, here's my my commentary team. Renee Paquette and Dino Winwood. Jon Moxley versus Rey Mysterio did a 56%. The match quality was probably the highest almost of the show. Interesting. Brody King versus Andrew Everett got a 72% match quality, but the crowd didn't give a shit. The crowd did not care for that one, but they will. This man is going to be a superstar. And that was my show. That's not very good ratings-wise. This angle with Moxley arriving in the limousine was my most popular segment. That's rough. I hope the network likes it. Otherwise, they might get mad at me. Here is my weekly report on our battle with AEW. They have more star power than us, and that is affecting our image. We are seen as having better workers. That is causing the fans to choose us over them. The fans see us as being the more professional promotion, thanks to our higher production values. You're welcome. So they have more popular people, but my wrestlers are better. And our TV production is better than theirs. I got a 4.0 flat for that. The attendance level was 1,500 people. That's not very good. Brody King and Andrew Everett didn't click in their match, maybe due to their mismatched skills causing their styles not to gel. Dude, they had one of the highest ratings of the show. It was like a 70-something. But alright, the game is telling me they should not wrestle ever again. Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter work pretty well together due to their similar styles. Well, isn't that great? Brian Pillman Jr. wants to be higher up the card. Where are you on the card? How over are you, by the way? 47? Oh, you're an opener. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a little bit. They get happy when I do that. Yeah, I might have to run back Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter a bit. Solo Sikoa and Axiom didn't click in their match, maybe due to their mismatched skills. Look, man, if WWE 2K has taught me anything, giants can face cruisers, and it should be fine. Alright, let me check my scouting report. No one is nearing the end of their contract, but Kurt Angle is currently unemployed, and he has charisma. No talent, though, just charisma. Alright, this is a weird show. Let's see, what else have we got? AEW have fired Wardlow. Wardlow, huh? Alright. You're on the list. The stats are whatever. AEW have fired Nyla Rose. I need to check how many women's wrestlers they actually have on their roster. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, you're on the list. AEW have fired Sanjay Dutt. No way, man. Dude, Jeff Jarrett is lasting more than everybody. Are you a wrestler or a non-wrestler? You are a wrestler. Do I bring in Swag D? Yeah, I think so. You're on an open contract. You're a backstage guy, too. WWE got a 5.8 for Monday Night Raw. Okay. Next day. Next Sunday is our next television show. I think Jeff Jarrett should be there. Let me check. Let me check AEW's roster real quick. Jeff Jarrett is still there. He is still there. Alright, let's see. How many women's wrestlers do they actually have on their roster now? Britt Baker. Jade Cargill. Madison Rayne. That's 3. They kept Paige Van Zandt, I guess. So 4 question mark. AEW has 4 women on their roster. That is insane. Is Saraya there? 5. They have 5 women's wrestlers on their entire roster. That is gnarly. Alright, anyway. Oh, there's another incident. I hecking love incidents. WWE got a 5.8 for NXT. Did NXT do better than Raw? Please don't be cocaine. Please don't be cocaine. Lance Arch has put himself in rehab to try and deal with his cocaine. The drugs. Okay. Alright, there's a cocaine problem in future endeavored wrestling. I think the firings may have slowed down. Fingers crossed. AEW got a 4 for Dynamite. I am getting the same ratings as Dynamite in primetime. On a Sunday. On a Sunday, baby. I'm gonna skip this song because it's been playing for 20 minutes. Very nice. Colt Cabana has agreed to an open contract with Impact. So he is on my roster, but he is not a written contract. Good for you, man. Alright, it's a Friday. Alright, we're going through the weeks now. Pretty decent pace. I think the companies... AEW have signed Rob Van Dam to a written contract. That's fine. I didn't want to hire him anyway. AEW have signed independent worker Sami Callihan to a written contract. AEW have signed independent worker Frankie Kazarian. Well, he's back, baby. Bullet Club Hunter. They got a 3.4 for Rampage. New Japan got a 1.7 for Strong. WWE got a 6.09 for SmackDown Live. Next day. AEW got a 4.2 for Collision. And now we book our television show. We are getting into the nitty gritty. Alright, I think... Is Jamie Hayter a face? Or... a heel? In this game. She did end up becoming a face. Where the hell is she on my... Is she a lower mid-carder? I just can't have... Okay, she's a face, alright. I can do Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter as a feud. So let's do that. Rhea Ripley with Jamie Hayter. Bada bing, bada boom. That heat is very low. We'll work with it. I'm gonna have... I will have Moxley arrive in a limousine again. Or maybe I can make him leave at the start of the show. Can I have him leave? No. I can't make him leave. I can! A worker leaves the building. Let's stick with the plan. He'll arrive in the limo, he'll have his match, and then he'll leave. So he'll be in 3 segments. But who does he wrestle? Which version of EWR is this? I thought there was only I think 4.2 I think is like the folder for the game is EWR 4.2. So I'm pretty sure it's that one. I've never edited it or anything. I just download the most recent one. And the scenario that I'm using is I literally just Googled EWR current day save. You can go back and find monthly saves for this game for the past 15 years or 20 years. So if you wanted to find, oh, I want to play a save from 2010, you could do it. Alright, let's put Moxley in a match. I'm building him like this. He just shows up, has a hardcore match and beats the shit out of whoever he's in the ring with and then leaves. Oh no. Oh no. How's it going, Sean? Mansoor and Mace, I don't know what to call you anymore, but you were shooting hard. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Yo, Peace for promise? Peace for promising to stay for the raid. Hello? Hello, welcome to newLEGACYinc, the channel that does the wrestling things. And right now, I am playing Extreme Warfare Revenge. You probably heard Mansoor say that he wanted to play TW. Boy, do I have news for you. He has already done it. He did it with us before he got signed to WWE. If you want to go and have a look at it, go check out our YouTube channel. It was a TW save. And he was the owner of the company. He was like, I can't remember how old you were in the game. But you were politicking real hard. And you gave Terry Funk the ultimate price. Or something, I can't remember now, it was a while ago. But yeah, if you're curious about that, feel free to go and check that out on our YouTube channel. That was a lot of fun. So right now what I am doing now is I am playing Extreme Warfare Revenge, but the legendary price, that's what it was. I'm playing Extreme Warfare Revenge, but with a challenge. I started this like 2 months ago. I didn't bring this to Will to happen in the real world, all right? But I'm doing the Future Endeavor Challenge. My promotion is called Future Endeavor Wrestling. I could only book a promotion with people that the other companies have fired. And I'm sorry, the WWE fired you a month ago. I should have told you, but I just didn't. So you are a part of my roster. So this game has AEW as well as WWE, New Japan, da-da-da-da. A week ago, AEW fired Jon Moxley. So I am building him as a guy who shows up to the arena in a limousine. He gets in a hardcore match and beats the shit out of someone, and then he leaves. There are his 3 segments. If you're curious, the Insiders, which is what this game calls you guys, that's an old school one. The Insiders are currently feuding with the Ass Boys. I might consider putting you in a stable together, because I like that idea. But you are currently feuding with Austin and Colton Gunn. That is what's happening right now. But I'm trying to decide who to throw to Jon Moxley so he can beat the shit out of them. Last week it was Dominic Mysterio. Yep, Dominic Mysterio got fired. What are the most bizarre firings? Jamie Hayter got fired. Io Sky got fired. Jon Moxley, of course. Ruby Soho. Solo got fired. Who else? As you can see, there are a lot of people on here. Great Khan. Manny would love Great Khan. Kenny Omega's here, don't ask about it. Takeshita, I think, also got fired, I think. Liv Morgan got fired. Chaos Project got fired. Malachi Black, I think, maybe got fired. Meiko Satomura got fired. Omos got fired. Otis got fired. Oh yeah, and just so you know, Maxine got fired, so I'm sure, you know, all is right in the world. Okay, who do I throw? Ryan Nemeth will get the absolute shit beat out of him by Jon Moxley. Moxley will win clean, and then he will celebrate, and then he will leave. His aftermath will be to celebrate. You like that old Windows doodle-a-ding noise? Yeah, John Covington, thank you for gifting a sub. I am not debuting Ryan Nemeth this way. I'm putting on a good match. And then, the immediate segment afterwards, he leaves. But yes, if you are brand new to the channel, welcome. We have been pro wrestling game streamers for the past over 10 years now. Over 10 years. And when I say we, I am Adam. I'm one of like 10 people that stream on this channel. You may have heard either of the boys mention someone called John Blood, Johnny. He is the big honcho man, the OG of this channel. He is a good boy. He also runs a wrestling promotion called DPW. John Moxley leaves the arena. Very good. Okay. So that's my Moxley segments done. So we've got that out of the way. My main event feud is Alex Shelley and Andrew Everett, and it's got heat, which is fine. I don't know if I want to put that as the main event. I might put that here. We'll do this. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we have played pretty much any wrestling game you could imagine. Right now, we have a My GM series running, which just finished season 2. So it is a 4-player. There are 4 different people. It is Johnny, it is Slip, it is Jericho, and myself. I am controlling WCW. And season 2 just wrapped up on that one. And I pushed both Mansoir and Marseille to the moon in season 1. They were my WrestleMania feud. For reals. Okay. So I will put Andrew and I'll put Andrew and Alex Shelley in a match. Alex Shelley was my inaugural FEW champ. I don't want to make this for the title, but I have 2 stables right now. I want to make a 3rd stable. But my 2 stables right now are the Faux Horsemen, which is the 4 Horsemen, but they suck, which has Brock Anderson, Brian Pillman, Griff Garrison, because who the fuck is Griff Garrison? And I need to add other people to it. And then I just have another stable, which is called Australia, which has everyone that is Australian on my roster, including Dakota Kai, because she is Australian. I'm going to have Alex Shelley go over by winning clean. And Andrew Everett is going to attack him after the match, and that is to continue my feud. And now I will book my Billy Starks and Lulu Pencil feud, but a blood feud for the ages. Yeah, I have almost 200 wrestlers on my roster. Like, if you've ever played this game, you would maybe know, like, sometimes, like, WWE will fire people in, like, for, like, 5 days, and then they'll stop. But not in this game. They went for like an entire month. They went for like 3 weeks of just firing and firing and firing and firing. It was crazy. Parker Bordeaux, the next Brock Lesnar guy. I don't think his stats were even good enough that I wanted to hire him. I think he sucks. I think he sucks. I'm skipping this song. My SVR 2010 DS soundtrack are 30-minute songs. I want Lulu Pencil to go over. This is a squash feud. I'm sorry. Lulu Pencil is going to win all of my belts. So Lulu Pencil celebrates and continues the feud. This is such good shit. Okay. So I've got that feud done. I've got this feud done. I need to book the Insiders and the Ass Boys. It's looking like a mid-card feud, I think. But yes, if you are not aware, massive shout-outs to Great Black Otaku Twitch channel. Definitely, please go and follow that channel. I'm sure they will be streaming a lot more consistently now. Friends of the channel. And they have been shooting hard. Okay. Marseille. And Mansoir taking on Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn. No tag titles on the line. Do I have tag champs? I don't think I do. Oh wait, I do. It's Brian Pillman and Brock Anderson. Of course it is. Austin Gunn beat Manny last time, so I will have Manny go over Colton. No one got mad. Thank God. I was expecting the Ass Boys to get mad about it. Let's do opponent miscommunication. And then the losers argue after the match. Because they got mad that they messed up. And we will continue the feud. If I don't hit continue feud there, I'm pretty sure it doesn't give me any points on the feud box. It's just how it is. Okay, so that feud's done. That one's done. So I need to do a Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter spot. I could do a segment here. Maybe I will have Rhea Ripley do a backstage assault, WCW style, on the Nintendo 64. 1v1 angle. Assault needs paramedics. Or do I do a backstage attack? Let's just... We'll start like this. We'll start this. So the attacker is Rhea Ripley. Jamie Hayter gets jumped backstage. And that will continue the feud on that one. Can't remember how long my pay-per-view is from now. But it's a little bit away. Alright, my main event is still completely open. Who do I put in my main event? Let's see. I have way too many people on my roster now. This is insane. Christopher Daniels. I could book Dakota in the main event. Dominic Mysterio in the main event. Drew Gulak got fired like a couple days ago. Eddie Kingston I need to try and get on the show. How about this? Io Sky versus Jamie Hayter, because Jamie Hayter was meant to have a match tonight, but she got jumped backstage by Rhea Ripley, and now she's hurt, and it is for the Women's Championship. And the winner is Jamie Hayter.
And kiss me where my cheeks.
Yo, Yeezer, thank you for the 455 bits. Found it out recently with the My GM series and have been binging ever since. Shout out from Australia. Well, shout outs also from Australia. Well, welcome to Twitch. Our YouTube channel is where a lot of our wrestling content does end up, but the Twitch channel is where a lot of other random stuff happens. I stream a lot of random stuff. Like in the next couple months, I'll be playing a lot of different games. So when Mario Wonder comes out in like October, I'll be playing that. When the new Like a Dragon game comes out in like November, I will be playing that. When Persona 3 Reload comes out, I'll be playing that. When Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth comes out, I'll be playing that, amongst a bunch of other stuff. I like my solo streams. So Rhea Ripley runs in, but it's a botched interference. She messes up. She thinks she's got the job done. She does something. She makes a big mistake. And the aftermath is Io and Rhea Ripley beat up Jamie Hayter. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is the faction leader of Australia. Do I have James Ellsworth? No, because he wasn't under contract with the company. I'm only using people that got fired in this game. So I started the game up. I waited to see what the other companies would fire, and this is where we are. Somehow, WWE fired both Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. I like that as my main event. I need to try and get this on the show. I don't like this feud. Ray Fencer Musashi? I feel like I've seen that in bargain bins of like old electronics boutique stores years and years ago. Oh, I've also been playing a bunch of F-Zero 99. I think I heard Brennan mention that on stream like a couple days ago. I have watched those streams. They are very entertaining. Yeah, Manny has been on our YouTube, or our Twitch and YouTube a couple of times. He did the TW stream, and I think there was a Great Balls of Fire show? I think? If my memory serves? Okay. F-Zero 99 is fantastic. I like it. I love it. There is a chance I might play that after I do a bit of this. Like, I've got a bit of time left to do this, but I might play some more after this. Greatest Balls of Fire. That's it. It was a tournament. I remember now. Okay. So, hang on. So, I need to get that tag feud on TV. I might do another segment. So, there's an angle there. Da, da, da. There's no way I can do a backstage attack following immediately after another backstage attack. Okay, so this is how it goes in my head canon. Moxley leaves the arena. That's what's happening there. And during that same segment, you see a backstage assault. This is how this is going to work. Tag assault needs paramedics. So this one is worse. Actually, no, it's not. I don't want to do the paramedics one, not yet. Sneak attack. Sneak attack, alright. So the attackers will be Brian Pillman and Brock Anderson against Ace Austin and Chris Bay. And that will progress the feud. So now I've got a couple of opening mid-card matches. Abaddon. Oh, it's Abaddon, not Abaddon. My bad. I keep thinking of Dota. Am I doing this Tuesday? I'm having a good time. I'm playing the wrestling games. I'm trying to push Alex Coughlin hard. He is my guy. But Konosuke Takeshita is also... These are all just DPW guys. They have both wrestled for DPW. Also, I might as well link this. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, DPW is an actual wrestling company. They actually have a on-demand service. They have been a real wrestling company for like a year, pretty much. They have done a show in Japan. And if you ever want to see any of those shows, they also have a YouTube channel as well if you wanted to check that out. But I'm sure any of you that have stuck around from the Brennan and Manny raid, you do like professional wrestling. They have very high quality production value. I am not kidding. It is a good show. Yoshihashi Tacos. I want a singles match with Dominic. I might do... yeah, so I think EWR likes similar styles. So I can't put Dominic and like Omos in a match and expect it to be a banger. I think I actually have to match styles, not contrast styles. Brody King will beat the shit out of Dominic Mysterio. I feel like Dominic Mysterio is better working from underneath. Oh, hell yeah. Fire Pro Wrestling returns music. Alright. Clean. And then he celebrates after he wins. Brody King's kind of getting a bit of a push from me. I've got some guys in mind that I want to the moon. Yeah, Adam Cole is wrestling on the DPW show in November. November 12th. Dude, I'm giving free promotion. Alright. And now I have another match. Let's open with a women's match with Dakota Kai. I can't have her fight Toni Storm because they are both in Australia. The Chugs, rocking with the Chugs. And, oh yeah, Candice LeRae got fired. Chelsea Green got fired. I have the best women's division in professional wrestling right now. Oh yeah, Dana Brooke has a cocaine addiction. In-game, not in real life. In this game. And so did Lance Archer. Lance Archer went to rehab. Dana Brooke, it just told me, oh, she has a cocaine problem. So I could either ignore it, send her to rehab, or suspend her, and I just ignored it. Because, you know. Let's go with Chris Statlander. I think this match would be very good. Perfect raid. I'm hoping that Manny and Brennan do an E-Fed with Fire Pro. Girl can dream. Fire Pro is really good for that type of thing. It was very unpredictable. We did one of those on our channel, like the Booker mode thing. But our Fire Pro save corrupted. We've done a bunch of stuff in Fire Pro. If you've never seen any of our stuff before, there is a series that we've done called Brawl for All. It is ridiculous. Pretty much, we get this entire wrestling universe of wrestlers and slap them into... we pretty much randomize every single match on the card, and it goes to a knockout. And there were champions, and there was lineage, and all of this stuff. They were a very good time. But yeah, our entire save corrupted. We were even doing like the career mode in that. It went pfft, the booker mode. I would like Dakota to go over here. I think this match could get a very good technical rating. I think. I want to say. But I want her to go over by cheating. She's a dirty cheater. And then she runs away. She cheats and then goes, ah! Put on a good match. And there is my show. Yeah, Marks with Money was the... I forget names. You guys are good with names. Alright. A limo pulls up outside and out steps Jon Moxley. He looks around and then heads to the locker room. This segment did 4% better than last week. People are here for it. They're ready for it. They want it. They're ready for more limousine riding. Woo! Okay, not bad. But yeah, I can see by this that the overall rating is lower than both of these, which means that the industry is in a slump right now. But yeah, if I put a wrestler too many times on a show, I'll get a message saying that the fans are starting to resent this person because they are on the TV too much. I think I might get that with Moxley because he's appeared 3 times in the show. But this match did okay, match quality wise. Like I've got to build people. Like their overness isn't that high, but that's a decent enough opener. I see potential there. What did she win with? Kai rolls through with the move. She is using the tights for leverage. Unbelievable. Filthy cheater, Dakota Kai. Lulu Pencil versus Billy Starks got a 37%. That is 1% better than last time, I think. Let's go. This is your first time seeing this. The report is done by the game. Yes, so this whole thing here, in the settings section of the game, you can choose between like 4 or 5 different writers, in quotes, that will give you different things. Some of them are more snarky than others, some are more literal, some are more descriptive. But yeah, this game is completely free if you want to try it. Like, just search up Extreme Warfare Revenge, and I am using a real-world save that I simply found by Googling. Dominic Mysterio versus Brody King, where Brody King squashed Dominic Mysterio. 65%, pretty good. And Brody King gained overness from that. That's not bad. Jamie Hayter is walking backstage when she is spotted by Rhea Ripley, who attacks. They brawl around the arena for a while until Rhea Ripley gets a clear upper hand and sends Hayter into retreat. Rhea Ripley, they both gained overness from this. Oh no, Rhea Ripley lost. Rhea Ripley won the brawl, but she lost overness. Is she a face? There's no way she's a face in this. She's in the Judgment Day. What the hell? The Insiders versus Sons of a Gun. You only... Dude, your match quality is only at 64%. We've got a problem here. Still pretty decent, though. We are progressing the feud. No one got over from this match. Very awful. What was the finish? Electric Chair DVD. Death Valley Driver. 1, 2, 3. Gunn and Gunn remain in the ring. Colton Gunn does not look happy at losing. Austin Gunn goes to leave, but gets pulled back in by Gunn. Tension seemed to be rising between these two. Excellent. Half a star. Jon Moxley versus Ryan Nemeth was an absolute squash. 68%. So it's not bad, actually. One of the highest rated matches of the card so far. Jon Moxley is so over, though. We see Jon Moxley leaving the building. 84%. ABC are walking backstage when they get ambushed by Flying Brian and Brock. Chris Bay gained overness from this segment, and Brock gained overness. See? Backstage segments really help. And in your semi-main event, now we're cooking. We are cooking now. Andrew Everett, Alex Shelley, non-title match. 80% match quality. And this crowd reaction is only going to go higher the more that this feud progresses to its climax at whatever pay-per-view it is. And in my main event, Io Sky versus Jamie Hayter for the belt. Jamie Hayter gained overness from this match, but the Women's Championship lost image. I think that's because I made the image for the title too high. So in this, you can do the whole hog. But keep in mind, this is a very bare bones game, but you can make your own titles, you can make your own tag teams, you can make your own stables, you can make your own managers, manage whoever you want. All that stuff. It's just a nice little simple sandbox. TEW is much more complicated than this. So who do I have as match analysts again? Let me check my staff. So all of my staff as well are people who got fired. So I've got Amanda Huber, Aubrey Edwards, Awesome Kong, Chad Patton, Abyss, doing the X-Taunt, Christopher Nowinski, Dana Warrior, Dasha Fuentes, David Black, Denise Cutler, Dewey Foley, Dino Winwood, Devon Dudley, Jason Jordan, Jeff Bost, Jeremy Borash, some of these names I don't recognize, Jessica Carr, Justin Borden, I imagine that's Sting's brother, Kevin Nash, Kevin Sullivan, Lex Luger, Marty Jannetty, Matt Bloom, Mike Posey, Norman Smiley, Pat Buck, Artie Evans, Renee Paquette, Ricky Steamboat, RJ City, Charles Guerrero, Sean Davari, Shawn Michaels, Stan Hansen, and Stevie Ray. Dewey Foley, yeah. How old is Dewey Foley in this? 31. Alright, I got notes. Here is my weekly report on our battle with AEW. Same thing as last time. They have more star power, but we have better workers. And the fans like us because we have better production. So, here is our report on our weekly battle with New Japan of America. They have more star power than us. See, this is why my matches don't do so well. Because all the people that I'm using on my cards, except like Moxley, really, aren't over. Like, their over stat is not good. But once I get my feuds up and I get some better stars, we'll be going alright. Oh, New Japan had a pay-per-view today. Autumn Attack. That sounds like an awful name for a show. WWE got a 1.39 buy rate for Clash at the Casshole. The event was attended by almost 15,000 people. We got a 3.66 for Fired Up. It was attended by 1,200 people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Shane and Baszler would like to work with Candice LeRae at some stage. I don't know if I'm going to do that. You overused John Moxley at your last show. The fans started to get sick of seeing him. Yeah. So, it seems to be using somebody twice is the good spot to have. Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn blend as a team really well, probably due to their brotherhood. I have sponsors. Where do I see that? Finance. Nope. Am I losing money? No, I'm making money. Where is my sponsorships? I forget where that is. Meeting? No. Where was sponsors? Finance? No. Television? No. Oh yeah, my show's called Fired Up. It's all about getting fired. God damn it, where is the sponsorship section? I do have sponsors though. It's not under options, is it? No. I thought it would be under here. But maybe it's not. Oh, it's here. My sponsors. Oh, I lost my sponsors. I had sponsors. I had 3 different energy drinks as my sponsors. What happened? I guess they disappeared. Alright, well I guess I have to get some more. White Claw, baby. Liquid Death. Johnny loves Liquid Death. Alright. So... I need money. Which one's giving me the... ShamWow was giving me no money. Black Mass Clothing is only $15,000. I don't even know what Aaron's is. What is Aaron's? You want it? We got it. Corona? $375,000. Stacker 2 gives me $310,000. Haven't played this in forever, but you had a great 2003 feud in WWE between Kojima and Tito Ortiz. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm only filtering people that are interested. Well, let's get sponsored by Stacker 2 to mine a sponsorship. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my sponsors. They just disappeared. Liquid Death. Doesn't give me much money. Corona. Minor sponsorship. Aaron's gives me the most amount of money. $635,000. So I will make them my major sponsor. Do they give me no money? You'll say wow every time. What else is good? Decatur. And all of these suck. I don't even, what is GNC? Bodman. What you spray on stays on. What? VP was 325. What is Gojo? Hold your phone absolutely hands-free. Sounds awful. Barefoot. Start dreaming. There's... What? GNC is vitamins. Oh, we love vitamins. Big vitamin company. Alright. Alright, I have sponsors now, for some reason. Here's to a great partnership. Here's to a great partnership. We hope this deal will be beneficial. We look forward to working with you. Thank you so much, brothers. Alright. Next day. Will anyone else get fired this week? Will Punk get fired? AEW have fired... Oh, my... So, not long ago, I went back and counted. AEW had 5 women on their roster. They now have 4. Unbelievable. Well, if the rumors are correct, you're going to developmental. And just so you know, my developmental is NXT. And my booker for NXT is Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. My trainer for my training camp, which is Ring of Honor, is Norman Smiley. So, you know. AEW have fired Madison Rayne. That is 3 women on their roster now. What are your stats like, Madison? Not bad. You're a non-wrestler. That doesn't work for me, brother. Luchasaurus? Your openness is pretty good. I am going to put you on the list, but not as a written contract. I might not use you. WWE got a 6.0 for Monday Night Raw. My TV show is not doing so well right now. Did I check Madison Eagles? Madison Rayne. I thought your stats would have been higher. Dude, this my playlist shuffler really likes SVR10 music. WWE got a 6.09 for NXT 2.0. Damn right they did. An incident, more cocaine? Staff have reported that Hikaru Shida is becoming increasingly difficult to work with. I could simply ignore the problem and just hope that it goes away. Fire, or if I could fire her, or suspend her. I will, if I've learned anything, I will simply ignore the problem and hope that it solves itself. AEW got a 4.0 for Dynamite. Boom, let's go Ignite. Next day, nothing happened. So far, so good. My public image is 32%. I don't know if that's good. Oh yeah, when I started my save, I was the owner of the company. And then somehow this guy just randomly became the owner of my company. I don't know how that happened. Next Sunday is... When is my next pay-per-view? The 29th of October is Still Employed. Live on pay-per-view. WWE have signed Austin Aries to a written contract. Yes, they did. WWE have signed independent worker Bully Ray to a written contract. WWE have signed Ken Anderson to a written... What are they doing? AEW got a 3.48 for Rampage, baby. New Japan got a 1.7 for Strong. WWE got a 6.4 for SmackDown. I think SmackDown's their best performing show. Alright, next. day. And then I've got to book another show, baby. I'm liking this now. I'm getting... Uh-oh. If the game thought about it. Oh, it's the end of the month. So now we get some things. The following birthdays occurred this month. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. This is... At the beginning of the month is when you get your wrestling school updates. We made... $1.2 million off merchandise. Without a comma there, it made me very confused. Ryan Emeth is increasing his wage demands by 10% per appearance as he believes he is being underpaid. Billy Starks is the same. Mei Saruga is the same. Yoda Tsuji is the same. Oh god. These are all people on independent contracts. I need to sign Brody King to a written deal. Oh, stop it. Stop asking for more money. Why are you being so... understandably selfish. George South has announced he will retire in a month. I don't know what that means. The Mexicutioner. What a name. Has announced they will retire in a month. Carbel Ito has announced they will retire in a month. Oshitango has announced he will retire in a month. Stop doing SVR 10 soundtracks. Ricky Morton has announced they're retiring in a month. David Arquette has announced he is retiring in a month. I am not giving him a farewell match. Tamatonga, what? Tamatonga is announcing they will retire in 1 month. Well, ain't that some shit? Aaron Draven has announced they will retire in a month. I don't know who that is. Blue Panther has announced they will retire from CMLL in 1 month. Ruckus has announced they will retire in 1 month. Joey Legend is announcing retirement. The Barbarian is announcing a retirement. Tajiri has announced he will retire in 1 month. Oh my. Staff member Don Morocco has retired. Bernie Siegel has retired. Kakar. This is bad news! AEW signed independent worker Alex Shelley to a written contract. Well, there goes my main event feud. A written contract means exclusive. So Andrew Everett lost to Alex Shelley. And now I have no feud. You son of a bitch. Mystico to a written contract. Eric Redbeard. It's Eric Redbeard! Toriumon have announced this year's roster of touring workers. Thanks to the promo tapes, we're not currently looking for new programming, but feel free to try again in a few months. From the NL app. AEW got a 4.3 for Collision. Well, the good thing is, I didn't lose my show. I thought I may have lost my television show. And if I did, it's all over. Alright. Well, my main event feud is gone. Thankfully, I got the belt off of him. But now I am kind of stuck. Well, firstly, I need to sign Brody King to a written deal. Because I am using him a fair bit now. Let's go 31-32. There we go, now we're cooking. Billy Starks I was also using, who I remember... Her overness is 22. 22! Oh, man! Oh, man! Did I see anyone else on that list that I was concerned about? Not really. They were all open deals. Okay. I know nothing about horror movies. I am not a horror movie guy. Okay. What do I do with my main event scene now? Well, I know what I need to do first. Other angles. Limo arrival. John Moxley enters. I'm tempted to have Stokely as Moxley's manager. For some reason, I just think that would be funny. Let me try this. Let's try this. Can I not book Andrew Everett? I can, okay. Let's see how this match goes. This is my most over guy in a hardcore match against my champ. And he goes over by cheating. non-title, and he celebrates the win to close the show. He opens and closes. Put on a good match. If that gives me a really good match rating, I will run that feud. But I'm not confident because Everett is a speed guy. Not is in terms of he runs fast. And Moxley is not. He is a brawler. Okay, Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter I need to get on the show. Their feud so far is even. So I might do an angle here. Can I do a call out? Can I have someone call out someone else? Call out and accept the challenge. Jamie Hayter will call out Rhea Ripley. And she will accept, and then they will wrestle in the semi-main. In a Falls Count Anywhere match. A bra and panties match. Falls Count Anywhere. Even in the ring, it could happen. Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter. No title on the line. Jamie Hayter wins. Clean. And then Rhea Ripley attacks the referee. Continue feud. I like that. So there's a call out because she got jumped last week and there was a bunch of problems. Then she says, I challenge you to a Falls Count Anywhere match so you can't run away, you coward. And then shenanigans. Alright, so far so good. We got to get our tag feud going. Might do a backstage promo this week. Or can I do another, like, tag team feud segment? What can I have the Maximum Male Models do? They do anything interesting? Run in table attack. Hit him with a table? Nice. No, I think I might just do an interview segment. Or do I give them a match? I think I want to give them a match. I think the more matches they have, the better. Let's go with this. Tag match. We will make this a... Can I make a guest referee work here? I can. Guest referee match. Marseille. Mansoir taking on Colton Gunn. That's not Colton Gunn. That's Colt Cabana. Colton Gunn. Austin Gunn. And your referee for this match. I don't have Maxine Dupree. Damn it, I thought I had Maxine Dupree, but I don't. Okay. Who can I have as my special guest referee? Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is your special referee for this match. And your winner is Marseille going over Austin Gunn. Bad Bunny got fired by WWE. Cleanly. Oh, by referee quick count. And then Austin Gunn attacks Bad Bunny. Continue the feud. Celebrities. All the celebrities. You already missed Dana Brooke? Well, in this game, she has a cocaine addiction. So, don't know what that means. Alright, let's do a singles match. Lulu Pencil will wrestle Tony Storm. But no title. And Tony Storm will win because Billy Starks will do a run-in by interference. And then Billy Starks will continue her assault on Lulu Pencil to continue the feud. Very good. We are cooking now. I still don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm just going to end this. I didn't even get it in a match. Let's make this a major feud. I've got hope for you guys. Brian Pillman Jr. and this feud needs to get a bit more action. Oh god, this has been a squash so far. Okay, I need shenanigans. Alright, let's do a tag match here. Do we have Eddie Kingston? We do. We do have Eddie Kingston. He did get fired. Brian Pillman and Brock Anderson versus Chris Bay and Ace Austin. I need the ABC to go over here. They will pin Pillman because otherwise this feud is going to be disastrous for them. They will go cleanly. And then they celebrate while the other people are mad. That should hopefully do a little bit of a pop boost for them. Hope that is the hope anyway. What else have we got? So Moxley's got a match going on. I figured that out. The heavyweight title scene is completely screwed now because AEW signed Alex Shelley. I have debuted Hook, but I haven't. He was in a triple threat match, and that was it. Drew Gulak is someone I need to debut too. Brody King, I signed to a contract. Let's do Brody King and Eddie Kingston. Just let me see what the match rating is. I'll have Brody go over by cheating. Mightily curious what Autobooker would do with 200 wrestlers. So how Autobooker works in this is when you hit the button, it will ask you to select 10 wrestlers from your roster. It's either 10 or 20. And it will only book the show with those 10 people. Brody King refuses a handshake. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Autobooker's not very good in this. Honestly, if you're playing a game like this, you're probably going to be booking your show anyway. After you do it a couple of times, it's very systematic. Okay, so we have... Let's do a triple threat match. Let's do a triangle match. Who can I put in this match? Buddy Matthews. We have... I need to give Solo squashes to improve him a bit. Buddy Matthews would probably do really good with Ray Phoenix. And Chris Sabin. Can I have Buddy go over without anyone getting mad about it? Yes. Okay, good. Buddy Matthews goes over clean. So far, Rhea Ripley is representing Australia. Tony Storm is representing Australia. Dakota Kai needs to represent Australia. That's what I have to do now. So let's do a singles match. Dakota Kai taking on Athena. That'll be a good match to see. And I have a tag with Buddy and Dom, managed by Rhea, and then in theory, I could. But Dominic is not Australian, which you see is the problem. Dakota Kai goes over Athena clean. And then she celebrates because I need to put her over, brother. I have one match spare. Let's do a triple threat hardcore match for fun. Let's do Hook. Let's do... Actually, no, I wanted to do something very specific. I needed to get Solo in a match. If I'm going to make a new bloodline, I need Solo to be strong. I need someone of a similar build to Solo. Do I want to bury Bron Breakker? I don't think so. Colt Cabana, you can do the job. I hear good things. Plainly. And then he celebrates. And then his purpose is to put Solo over. If AEW fired Jay White, I would lose my mind. But they fired John Moxley. He had like 90 overness out of 100. Alright, so this is a pretty decent show, I think. I'm very curious to see what this main event does. And honestly, this Dakota and Athena match too. Let's see what happens. A limo pulls up outside. Oh, they don't like it anymore. This was a 94 last week. Uh-oh. I don't know where this show is, but maybe this territory doesn't like limousines. And only an 83. Solo and Colt did a 64 match quality, 62 overall rating. It looks like the overall rating has gone back to normal now. So wrestling is healing. Wrestling is healing, ladies and gentlemen. So it's still alright. Jamie Hayter gained overness from calling out Rhea Ripley for a challenge. Good. Lulu Pencil versus Toni Storm had a 65% match quality, but the crowd didn't care because I think Lulu Pencil's overness is like 10. She is the future of this business. 44%. The Insiders versus Sons of a Gun, pretty consistent, 64%. I think that was the same as last time. 57%, so this number is better now, which is good. Bad Bunny did nothing for the crowd reaction of that match. Bad Bunny! I brought in Bad Bunny for this specific purpose. Ooh! Brody King and Eddie Kingston gave me an 83% match quality. That's pretty good. I might have to run that in a feud. And that crowd reaction is pretty good too. I'll take that. Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson versus the ABC did a 60 again. That's whatever. Dakota Kai versus Athena, a 75. Honestly, this game is just a lot about just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. And this is sticking to me. This might be the go. That would probably get both of them over. I didn't change this. This was just what it was, I think. Buddy Matthews versus Ray Fenix versus Chris Sabin. 69% nice. Pretty good. The matches on this show have been pretty decent. Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Rhea Ripley lost overness for losing. Jamie Hayter gained overness for winning. 68%. The crowd is into this one now. So, whatever this crowd was, this was a hot crowd. John Moxley versus Andrew Everett. 76% match quality, which is I could do a feud with this. I could do a feud with this. That's not bad. I could be running like 80% matches, I think, at the end of the feud with this. I think this is bad because Everett's not over in this. Not as much as he should be. 62% overall rating is pretty good. I think that's the highest I've gotten so far. That is not bad. I'll take that. Do I have any injuries? I have more star power. The fancy house is being more professional. Alright, so that's the same. New Japan have signed Davey Richards to a written contract. Mike Quackenbush has agreed to an open contract. Juice Robinson has agreed to an open contract with Impact. He was at Impact for a little while. I think he was a tag champ. I got a 3.3. Oh, my ratings are going down. Oh, brother. Uh-oh. Shotzi would be a great opponent for Liv Morgan. How about that? Lulu Pencil and Toni Storm didn't click in their match. Well, not my fault. What does the internet say? What are the dirt sheets saying? CM Punk, the greatest wrestler in the world today? Who is the next big thing in wrestling? This person believes Dragon Lee is heading straight to the top. These are all randomly generated things from this save. It's very interesting, actually. In this article, Hazel Bloxham takes a look at who she considers to be the best independent wrestler in North America, Eddie Kingston. Not a bad choice. Is there any other? Not really. What's this one? Low key, destined for greatness. All right, next day. View incident, no more cocaine, please. I've had enough cocaine. Dexter Lumis insulted a few of our main wrestlers during a phone-in interview on a radio show. Ignore. AEW have fired Anthony Bowens. AEW have fired Isaiah Cassidy. What the Anthony Bowens Why can't I find that? A-N-T. There you go. Anthony Bowens. How much do you want? Opa, you're on the list. Isaiah Cassidy. They are getting rid of everybody. You're on the list. Maybe. AEW have fired Mark Quinn, so Private Party is just gone. I think Max Caster is on my roster? If I need a tag team, you're here. Is Max on my roster? He is. So I have both of them now. I have the Acclaim now. I might instead give you a written deal. Just so I keep you both together, so you don't disappear off me. Cool. Public Party. WWE got a 6.4 for Raw. Uh-oh. 6.4 for NXT. Business is good for WWE. Now, the View incident, no cocaine. Ace Austin has stated that he has a drug habit that is ruining his life. Why is it always the people that are in feuds? Send it. Look, if it's ruining your life, I'm going to send you to rehab. If it's that bad, I can fix him. Dude, this is... I didn't realize how bad drugs were in the wrestling business. Stay away from that. Alright, Saturday. AEW got a 3.4 for Rampage. New Japan got a 1.7 for Strong. SmackDown got a 6.5. I think that's the highest rating they've done. Is there anyone coming out of contract? No. On this scouting screen... Oh! It is rumored that Paul White of AEW is coming to the end of his contract. Oh, shit. How much money does he want? Hold on. I want... Well... How much money would you possibly want? Oh, are you even a wrestler? He is a non-wrestler. And he would want $112,000 a month? Oh, God. He's very over, though. Well... If I'll try once. I don't think this offer represents a good career move. What are you trying to say? Bitch? That future endeavored wrestling isn't good enough for you, huh? You think you top shit? Big Show gave me the big no. Michael Elgin has agreed to an open contract. Well, that's your problem now. AEW have signed independent worker Tommy Dreamer. What is AEW doing? Masato Tanaka has agreed to an open contract with AEW. And then they got a 4.3 for Collision. Alright. Come here. Alright. So, let's start some feuds here. So we've got Jon Moxley is going to feud for the World Heavyweight Championship with Andrew Everett. And then I would like to have Dakota Kai take on Athena in a feud. We are cooking. And then Brody King will fight Eddie Kingston. Because they were really... Oh, that's got heat. 69. I haven't even done anything yet. Nice. Is Eddie under full contract or is he open? He is open. Oh, he works for New Japan, so I can't. So in this game, if someone's touring for a Japanese promotion, you can't sign them to a written contract. So I'm paying him 30 grand every time he shows up. Uh-oh. Well, I have the money. I have the money. Alright. What is Andrew Everett's overness? Why are all of his feuds sucking ass? He has a 56. That shouldn't be like that. Jon Moxley is a 93 with a 100 charisma. Alright, so that feud should get... Oops. Is Andrew Everett a heel? Is that why? He is a heel. And Jon Moxley is a heel. I think I want Jon Moxley to be a face. So I'll do a face turn in this show. Because that's probably why the matches don't get a reaction. So if I do a turn angle here, so this is how you do it. You have to prepare someone to turn. You can't just change it. You have to set them to prepare, and then you pick an angle which they have the ability to turn in if they wish to, and then you can set it to go. Like, if you want to, you can set them to turn and then tease it for like 3 weeks. Or whatever. And then you can finally... hit the switch. Singles face turn... via... You were going to start the heel show, but you've seen it's been cancelled now. Yeah, I saw that. The show is still good, though. You should definitely... I haven't seen anything to do with Season 2, but you should definitely watch Season 1. Mox should stay the heel? I mean, I could. So, if Moxley is the heel, then that means Everett is the face. I feel like Moxley's one of those faces where he'll just do heel stuff anyway. Well, you know, he's like Austin, where, you know, he'll raise hell. So I want to do... So let's do a singles face turn via a save. So Andrew Everett is attacking Brody King is attacking Eddie Kingston. I don't know if that will go into the feud or not. It might, but this will still get the purpose of what I want. And then my main event will be Moxley versus Everett in First Blood match. So Andrew Everett will win this by default. Because Moxley bleeds every 5 minutes. This is for the championship. And Andrew Everett wins. I am not losing this match. He is not in my league. Well... I could force the win. I'm gonna force the win. You might get pissed off at me, but... Do I want to run in here? No. Andrew Everett will win by cheating. And then... there will be a brawl to the back, and that will close the show. To continue the feud. Moxley bleeds all the time. So, I don't think it would be a surprise that a heel would cheat by, you know, like hitting him in the head with something sharp that he shouldn't be. And then, you know, he'd start bleeding and he'd be like, what happened? And then the heel would run away or whatever. I think that's logical. Alright, let's do Eddie Kingston and Brody King in a hardcore match. We love hardcore matches here. No title for this one. Eddie will go over here cleanly. And then Brody King will attack the referee. And I will continue the feud. I will end the feud after one match. Okay, so I need that tag feud to get some exposure. So let's go here. Let's do a tables match with Marseille Mansoir taking on Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn in a tables match. No titles yet. Actually, I might be able to shoehorn the titles into this match. Can I do a 2v2v2 tables match? I can do a TLC. This works. Marseille and Mansoir. Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson. The problem is, I can't continue that Brock and or the Four Horsemen ABC tag feud, because Ace Austin is in rehab, I think. This is for the belts. Your winner and new FEW Tag Team Champions, the Insiders. Wow, the Ass Boys are not losing to you, you jabrones. You know what? I like politicking. So, because I don't know how long it will be until I can get that feud coming back. Oh, the Ass Boys are going over. Ass Boys are your new tag team champions. Because they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose to Manny and Brennan, I guess. They are contractually obliged not to lose. But their feud is still going, though. So, you know, they might get a title match down the line. Also, this game has a notepad, so if I want to type, like, Venus, and then I go back, and then I open it again, it will have my notes. So if I did a tournament, or, like, wanted to keep notes for feuds, I could do that. And you can write it all in there, and you can pop it open in the game whenever you want. I think that's a pretty cool addition. And that's got a thing, that's got a thing, that's got a thing, that's got a thing. Rhea Ripley, Jamie Hayter, Dakota Kai, and Athena, Billy Starks, and Lulu Pencil. Alright. Let's do the EWR special. You get 2 feuds, and you slap them together. That's how we like it. So we're gonna do Dakota Kai versus Jamie Hayter to open the show. No title. And then it will be Jamie Hayter going over because Athena does a run-in and interferes. And then Dakota Kai has a temper tantrum. Where? What's the lore behind Sophie? I don't know the lore behind the name Sophie, but I believe the picture is, as I like to say, a nice lady. I believe is the lore behind that. I believe. Alright, so my next match later on in the card is going to be Rhea Ripley versus Athena. And there'll be a run-in, surprisingly, by Dakota Kai. But instead of Athena getting mad, Dakota Kai is going to continue to beat up Athena to continue the feud. Because she's so mean and nasty. Okay. We have Billy Starks and Lulu Pencil. And I can't do anything with that, so I've got every single feud. Honestly, the ultimate ending to this save would be if I got fired. Or if I lost my TV show. Losing a TV show in this game is disastrous. Because you can't just sign a contract and away you go. Like, you have to wait a month for the companies to get back to you from your promo tapes and be like, hey, we would like to give you another show. I could force the game to give me one, but... Okay. Let's do... I wonder if this will work. If I do a hardcore tag team match with Lulu Pencil and somebody against Billy Starks and somebody. I don't remember which one's a face and which one's a heel. Lulu Pencil is not in the face category. Lulu Pencil is a heel. Is Billy Starks also a heel? Billy Starks is the face. I had them the wrong way around. Okay. So I'm going to have a face tag team and a heel tag team. And that should hopefully progress the feud, because they have no overness, which is really damaging the product. Can't believe. What a bad woman. So let's do Toni Storm and Lulu Pencil versus Billy Starks and I can't have Emma face Toni Storm because that doesn't make sense for Australia. Hikaru Shida. This is good. Nothing happening. Your winner, Lulu Pencil, going over Hikaru Shida. Oh, she allowed it. Let's go. Cleanly. No, by cheating. Filthy cheater. Why not Abaddon? I don't want to put her in a tag match. I don't want to put them in a tag match. If I'm going to do anything with them, I'd probably want it to be a solo thing. Lulu Pencil and Tony Storm celebrate. Continue feud. It did let me continue feud. Let's go. I wasn't sure if it would work. Okay. So, Brody King is in a match. Moxley is in a match. I need to try and get Alex Coughlin booked. This is a match I actually want to see. Alex Coughlin and Hook. I think this match could do pretty good. In real life. I want Alex Coughlin. Hook is not losing in this match. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go cleanly. But then they shake hands. You know, it's like a prove your worth match, kinda. But they both did it. How's that? Okay, so I got a semi-main to book, I got an opener and slap bang in the middle of the card. Do I make John Moxley arrive via limousine, or do I make Andrew Everett arrive via limousine? Oh, the tables have turned. How do I get these rosters? Download them, create them? Yes. So, you download these. Like, people are still making current day rosters for this game. All I did was just straight up Google it. It is just that easy. So I think this one was from like August of 2023 or something like that, or maybe July. But people make them. They seem to still make them every month or two. Okay. Sandra Everett shows up in a limousine. Now I've got 2 match spots that I can do whatever I want with. I should probably get the Workhorseman back on TV. So let's do Anthony Henry. That's not Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry and JD Drake will take on. I could do the Acclaimed here. Or I could do 2.0. Let's do 2.0. Matt Cardona. Yeah, this game is significantly less complicated compared to TW. A lot of people will like play this and be like, oh, I really want to try that. And then they do, and it honestly is quite complex. There's a lot of things you need to know and a lot of hidden mechanics and all that type of stuff. We've done a couple of different things with that game. We did the thing with Mansoor, as I said before. We did a real brawl for all. What was the company called? It was a shoot fight company where we got pretty much all the wrestlers that had any type of MMA or like shoot fight experience and put them in a promotion. XFC, that's what it was called. Yes, yes, yes. That was fun, actually. So there was a way in that game you could get the game to randomize a victor. So we like, unlike in this, you have to pick a winner. In that, there are ways you can get around it. I am here to put on a good match. I don't really know if that benefits anything. All right, my semi-main event. Who do I have that I really want to put on TV in a good spot? Wardlow. Oh yeah, Solo Sikoa will take on I should just make a stable with all the big boys. Wardlow, Big Bill, Kevin Nash, Shanky. Powerhouse Hobbs. All the meats. Someone who's... Matt Cardona. Squash. Solo's going over. Clean. The purpose is to put over Solo Sikoa. I feel like Matt Cardona could do the job. You know what? I'll make a meat stable right now. Meat. Just big, meaty men. Let's go down the list and find out who our meaty men are. Honestly, Alex Coughlin will be close to that. He's a big boy. But he doesn't quite fit the shtick. Let's see. Brody King could be a member of Meat. Yeah. You know what? Alex Coughlin is a member of Meat. He's a big boy. Alright. House of Meat. That's what I should call it. The House of Meat. I can't change the name of it. I have to, like, do it again. The House of Meat. Add new member. Brody King. The Australia stable should have been called Outback Steakhouse. Brody King. Alex Coughlin. This is like New Japan now, where everybody's a part of a family. Give them all different names of meat cuts, then who is the rump? A tenderloin. Who is the tenderloin of FEW? Bronson Reed is also a member of Australia and the House of Meat. Brutus Creed is not a meat. I don't think he's... Not quite in the realm of what I'm looking at. Cesar Bononi is a meat guy. I'm also trying to think of canon-wise. Is Commander Aziz a meat guy? Or does he not quite have the build? Isaac's not a meat guy. JD Drake's in a tag team. I don't want to mess with that. Oh yeah, I signed Jade Cargill. I remember. Lance? I don't think Lance Archer has the meat build either. He's big, but I don't know if he's meat. Not in the same way. Neither is Luchasaurus. Actually, would I consider... No. No, I don't think so. Nyla Rose in the House of Meat? Alright, I'll do it. I do have Maxine Dupree, but I guess Maxine Dupree I couldn't have as a referee for that match. Where's Keith Lee? Still employed, maybe. Because I haven't... If they are not on my roster, then they are not on my roster. Because they haven't been fired. Omos! House of Meat. Otis. House of Meat. I've ran out of people starting with the letter O. Powerhouse Hobbs. Meat. Any more meat enjoyers? Shank... would Shanky be meat? He is tall. He is a giant, but I don't know if he's meaty. Preston Vance, you are right. Preston Vance is very meaty. Stokely Hathaway. Solo is a member of his own bloodline soon. So not just yet. The Butcher is a member of the House of Meat. You have to. Tony Nese is ripped. He's not meaty. I'll put Big Bill in the meat house. Wardlow, House of Meat. Willie Mack, House of Meat. I think that's it. Veer Mahan? Do I have Veer Mahan? I do have Veer Mahan meat. That's a lot of meat. I do have to say that is a lot of meat. Who was the leader of House of Meat? Stokely Hathaway is the leader of House of Meat. Yes, anyway, none of that has any bearing on this show whatsoever. Let's start the show. A limo pulls up outside, and out steps Andrew Everett. He looks around and then heads to the room. 60%. Thank you so much. Honestly, better than I expected. I was expecting like a 40%. Dakota Kai versus Jamie Hayter got a 68. Okay. Crowd is getting up for this one. Not bad. What was the finish? Athena comes running down the aisle and onto the apron. Kai turns and is dropped throat first onto the top rope by Athena. Athena has left Kai in big trouble. Jamie Hayter moves in for the kill. Lariat. That shook the ring. Dakota Kai has a temper tantrum, kicking the ropes and punching the turnbuckle. Only gets 1 star and go to hell. Eddie Kingston is in the ring when he gets attacked by Brody King. A beating follows until Jon Moxley runs out from the back and makes the save by driving off King, signifying his face turn. 75% rating on that. Jon Moxley lost overness from this segment. Brody gained overness. Jon Moxley's turn was completed and he is now a face, but he gained overness from it. So he lost overness from the seg, but he gained overness from turning. So maybe it's like a net positive. Hopefully. Oh, a lot of this save is me picking people who I like from what I've got and just seeing what happens. Billy Starks and Hikaru Shida versus Lulu Pencil and Tony Storm. 63! Pretty good. Nothing happened. No one's getting over in this business. Alex Coughlin versus Hook got a 76. This is the number that I care about now. This is the number that you build to. It's just because nobody... In the big WWE brain mind, nobody knows who Alex Coughlin is, and nobody knows who Hook is. But that's a good number. That's a really good number. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna write it down under Venus. Alex Coughlin versus Hook. Exclamation point. Next. The Workhorseman versus 2.0 did a 65. It's not bad. Not great, but it's possible. Nothing else really happened. Brody King versus Eddie Kingston did an 84. Crowd is coming up to it with a nice rating, 76. That's what we like to see. The Insiders versus the Ass Boys versus Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson. Tag title feud went under because someone was addicted to drugs. The drugs. So I had to hotshot the titles to the Ass Boys. And the titles lost image. That's always going to happen. Rhea Ripley versus Athena did a 64. It's whatever. Middle of the road stuff. That's fine. Solo Sikoa versus Matt Cardona got a 68%. Solo did not get over from that, apparently. But we are still building him. He was going to go undefeated. Jon Moxley versus Andrew Everett did a 75 match rating. Jon Moxley was sluggish and didn't put much effort in because I wanted Andrew Everett to win. So Jon Moxley is being a whiny little baby and refusing to work. Andrew Everett gained overness from this match. See? He won, so he got over. This is what you want. And then next week I can have you win, you idiot. 62% is not too bad. We'll take that. We take those. I just hope I get a decent rating. Please. I don't care about these. It says the same thing every week. 3.05. Less than 1,000 people showed up for the show. Dakota Kai wants to be higher up on the card. Do ya? Do ya? Dakota Kai is a lower mid-carder. How about I make you a mid-carder? You're welcome. Alright. We are in the middle of October. The 10th of October. It's a Tuesday. AEW has fired Paige Van Zandt. I believe this now means AEW have 2 women's wrestlers left. One of them is Britt Baker, and the other one I don't remember. They fired Jade Cargill. They fired... Okay, it's Britt Baker and Saraya. They are the only 2 women's wrestlers AEW has left on their entire roster. Unless... Okay, so... You might remember last week, before... This might have even been 3 days. Michael Elgin got hired by AEW to a written contract, and then 3 days later, he gets fired. And they released Masato Tanaka, who I think did the same thing. Raw got a 6.44. Alright. Yeah, this is just like real life. 6.8 for NXT. Can I... The unfortunate part is, unlike TW, I can't see what the other promotions are booking. I wish I could see what that card is. But I simply can't. All I get is mine. My best show was last week's show. So this week's was the same rating-ish. Down since. AEW got a 3.9 for Dynamite. So I am doing worse than Dynamite. And I only have 1,000 people showing up to my shows. Oh, brother. AEW has signed independent worker Texano Jr. to a written contract. Michael Elgin has... What? Tony Khan has lost his mind. AEW has signed independent worker Mark Briscoe to a written contract. They got a 3.4 for Rampage, a 1.7 for Strong, and a nice rating for SmackDown Live. So they hired him to a written contract, they fired him, and then they brought him back on an open deal. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. 4.3 for Collision. Collision's doing better than Dynamite. Interesting. Alright. We gotta book a card. Can this Lulu Pencil feud end? How about giving a worker a few victories by cheating? Good versus evil always draws well. Oh yeah. Lulu Pencil is the heel and she's won clean 3 times. Whoops. How many promotions are featured or that you can choose as well? Okay, so... other promotions. So in this save you have AAW, AIW, All Elite Wrestling Beyond, Capital City Combat Zone, CMLL, Defy, GCW, Impact, AAA or AAAR, ML Dub, MC Dub, NWA, New Japan Wrestling of America, not to be confused with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Very different. OVW, PWG, The Crash, Wrestling Revolver, Women of Wrestling, World Wrestling Network, WWE, and Extreme Pro Wrestling. They are your other promotions in this save list. Alright. So I have to put Moxley over this week to make him happy. Because he's being a bitch! Why no DPW? I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you. Maybe it's just because you can only have a certain amount of things. Maybe it's because there are wrestlers in DPW that aren't in the save. Well, I don't know. I didn't make it. I can't tell you. Alright, we are doing a Texas death match with John Moxley and Andrew Everett. And Moxley wins this one. No title. This is just, I want to beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Can I do a beatdown? Yeah, I'll do a beatdown. Wait, he's a face now. He will celebrate. He will celebrate. I can't make him do a face beatdown because I don't think the game will like that. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'll make them do the beatdown. I want to see what the game does with a face doing a beatdown. It should be fine. It should be fine. And then I'll have Moxley cut a promo. Because his charisma is 100. So this should not fail. His target is Andrew Everett. That's not Andrew Everett. Andrew Everett. And the purpose is to continue the feud. Yep. Yeah, the Workhorseman match on Collision was good, but it was only like, what, 4 or 5 minutes? They got their shit in, though. Okay, so that's that feud settled. Then you've got this tag feud. I think I can do an angle with this. I can do like a tag team celebration angle because they won the belts. I think I can do that. Tag celebration ceremony ruined. Alright. So the attackers are Marseille and Mansoir. And the victims are Austin and Colton Gunn. This will probably happen in real life. Let's see how that goes as an angle. That might work. Okay. Yeah, big boys doing moonsaults is always, it's always over. Always. Okay. So, I don't think I want to put them in a match this week. This match is just on ice. I can't do anything with it. Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter is pretty even still. I need someone to win dirty. Or maybe I do a backstage seg. I might do a backstage. I might do like a beat up backstage. That might be a good idea. This might be the play. Backstage attack. Now I gotta remember, Billy Starks is the... No, Billy Starks is the face here. This is like Bizarro World. Okay. Billy Starks right here, baby. Good. Okay. Alright, what else we got? Give me meat. Alright, it's the meaty men time. But, so you see, they're all in the same stable, but they're all gonna wrestle each other. You see what's happening here? So we're gonna have a triangle match. The Powerhouse Hobbs. And Wardlow. And... who would I want to put in this? Alex Coughlin. He could probably lift both of them. And this also gives me the opportunity to push. Wardlow loses. I am not losing. Come on, man. Alright, how about now? I am not... Come on, man. Alright. Hoobs. You're going over. Cleanly. And then... I will do a... Can I do like a stable interview? Am I allowed to do that? Stable. Stokely's going to get on the microphone and talk about the House of Meat and how meaty they are. The target is none. Purpose is to promote the stable. Very good. Why does Wardlow have heat with Alex? It's not that. In this game, he is not over enough. And both Wardlow and Hobbs were like, we're not losing to someone who is not as over as me. Because I am the greatest of all time. Alright. We are going to the... So the main event is a Texas death match. So let's do... let's do... Guest referee. And let's do... Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley with Jamie Hayter as the ref. And Io Sky will win because of a quick count. And then Rhea Ripley will attack Jamie Hayter to continue the feud. So that puts Io on television, gives her a win, but also progresses the feud that I have running. I like this. Alright, Dakota and Athena have got to work. You need to work. It's time to work. Time to go to work. We're going to have ourselves a hardcore match. The middle of the show. I don't want to do it at the end of the show because that would be bad. And let's put Athena over on this one. Clean. And I'm going to assume that Dakota is knocked out. So Athena is just going to celebrate, and that's it. No other shenanigans. Okay, so I have the opening match, and I have 2 spots. So I need to put Brody King and Eddie Kingston on this card. So... let us do it here. I think this is a good spot to do it. Let's do this. So we've got... Give me... Let's just do a singles match. Let's do Brody King and Eddie Kingston. In nothing. Eddie can win. Clean. And then... Brawl to the back. I think that suits this feud. None of the handshake things work. I don't want Brody to always attack Eddie and just get the upper hand every time. And now I need to put a segment here. Whoops. Doodle-ding. Yeah, this game is that old that it still has the Windows error shit that pops up. It is not in game. It is for real. Okay, so I've got a promo slot here for someone, or an angle spot for someone. I might do self-promotion. Who do I want to get over that isn't on TV right now? I could give Hook promo time. But is that going to be beneficial? I could give Dominic Mysterio promo time. But on the upper mid card? I don't know, man. Jack Perry hasn't really wrestled either. Takeshita's a good one. Malachi Black is a good one. This is tough. I have way too many people. Liv Morgan could do a promo, but I'm just trying to think of what it would build to. I have like a month in my head of what the women's division looks like. What is my roster size? It's just under 200 people. And that is too many people. Though, like, 80% of them are not on written contracts, so it's like, if I don't use them, I don't pay them. Which makes sense. Let's go with a Malachi Black promo. Brody King's getting some spotlight. Buddy Matthews is getting some spotlight. That's the good thing about having open contracts. I don't have to. They're just there. If I don't use them, they technically don't exist. How can you play this game? You just legitimately search up Extreme Warfare Revenge in Google. This is completely free to play. It has been around for many, many, many years. Buddy Matthews will take on Hook. Actually, no. I want to see another match. I want to see Buddy Matthews and Konosuke Takeshita. This would go hard. Buddy Yeah, I want Takeshita to win. I want to... We're moving here. And then Buddy will refuse a handshake. Asserting his dominance. Put on a debut Konosuke Takeshita. He hasn't even wrestled yet. Alright. I like this. I'm trying to stick with not just getting all the most over people in the world. Seems to be alright. Let's see how this goes. 72. I knew this would be okay. The crowd didn't care too much. Buddy Matthews lost overness for losing and then refusing a handshake, but Takeshita got over. We have something here. Billy Starks is walking backstage when she is spotted by Lulu Pencil, who attacks. Damn it. 45. They both gained overness, though. So it was a good thing. It just wasn't too much of a good thing. John Moxley is backstage, and he's got a feeling this one's going to be good. He got on the stick and talked trash about Andrew Everett, continuing their feud. 90%. That's what I'm talking about. Because of his mic skill is so damn high. Big meaty men slapping meat match. 62% match quality, which is pretty good for a triple threat match. Yep. That was purely to that was a meat exhibition. That's what we're gonna call it. This only got 50%, and it didn't do anything for either of the teams. The Ass Boys were celebrating their tag team victory in the ring, then the Insiders come out and beat the crap out of him and put him through a table. But then no one cared about it. Nakai versus Athena again. 76%. Crowd reaction is getting higher. Hardcore match also probably helps. Pretty good. All 15 members of the House of Meat are backstage. They hype themselves up talking about what a great stable they are. Stokely Hathaway gained overness. 15 people in the House of Meat. Very good. Brody King versus Eddie Kingston at an 85 match quality. Crowd is right there with them, 78%. That's probably my best feud of the show. Unless the main event does something crazy. Malachi Black is backstage, and he spent the interview putting himself over. 70%, nothing happened. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley did a 70%, and Io got over for winning. Good. Exactly what I wanted. And the feud progressed. What does my main event look like? 74%. Jon Moxley is still sluggish, because I made him lose last week. Man, what a whiny baby. Still, 72 is alright, but I don't know if the crowd reaction can go high. I assume the crowd reaction can go higher than match quality. I can't remember. Either way, that is my highest overall rating show so far. 64%. Nintendo, 64%. Pretty good. I got a 3.04 rating. So my rating went up. Just. But there's only 600 people that went to my show. And Alex Coughlin should be higher up the card. You should. You really should. Alex Coughlin. Oh, he's also an open appearance. Uh-oh. That's fine. Alright. Let us progress and do one more show. When is my pay-per-view? Whoops. My pay-per-view is the 29th. So the next time I do this, I'll be able to do a pay-per-view. Will I be able to do 2 pay-per-views? No, they're at the end of each month. Okay. Dude, they got a 6.8 for Raw. They are going crazy. They're going gangbusters. They are making so much money. A 6.8 for NXT. They're getting the same rating for all of their shows. This is insane. 4.2 for Dynamite. There are no more firings anymore. Nobody's firing anybody. 3.4 for Rampage. 1.7 for Strong. 6.88 for SmackDown. Oof. I am not competing with that. Dick to Go has agreed to an open contract with Women of Wrestling. What? AEW got a 4.2 for Collision. Alright. Time to book. So I've got 2... Let me check. So I've got this show. So I've got this show, and then I have the pay-per-view. I could do the pay-per-view. I'll book this. I'll go up to the pay-per-view. I'll do the pay-per-view. Though, the pay-per-view is on the same night as my TV show. How does that work? Do I have to book 2 shows? I don't know how that works, but... Alright, so I've got... So, I might have to book a TV show and a pay-per-view on the same night? Maybe? 29th of October. Today is the 22nd. I guess we'll find out. Alright, we're building for the pay. We are building for the pay. I don't think any of these feuds are ready to end, though, which is an issue. Alright. I need to give Moxley a heavy win. I just need to keep doing it so he's actually happy with himself. Let's do a 1v1 angle. Challenge for the next big event. Jon Moxley will challenge Andrew Everett to a World Championship match at the next pay-per-view. And your main event of this show is a tag team match with John Moxley and Eddie Kingston taking on Brody King and Andrew Everett. This looks pretty good. This is a good go-home main event. Moxley will go over Everett. Clean. Oh, clean or opponent miscommunication. And they will celebrate. What will happen at the pay-per-view? Coming next Sunday. Oh my god. Okay. So that's 2 feuds done. I can do 1 segment with Brody and Eddie. What would I want to do? I might just have Eddie do a promo. Because he'd be pretty good at those. You know, he's reasonable on the microphone. Continue feud. Good. Okay. So, Moxley's in 2 segs, Everett's in 2 segs, they're in 2 segs. So those 2 feuds are done. Rhea Ripley and Jamie Hayter and Dakota Kai and Athena. I will put one of them in a match here, and then I'll do like an assault angle afterwards. So let's do a singles match with Athena and Dakota. And then Athena will win this clean. And then Athena will celebrate, and then Dakota will attack her backstage later on in the show. Yeah. So we'll do a 1v1 angle. Could do an assault for paramedics. Finger breaking. A worker attacks and breaks the fingers of another person. Let's see. Backstage sneak attack. It's probably the one that makes the most amount of sense here. What else have we got? Billy Starks and Lulu Pencil it has to end sometime soon. But it's not even. Lulu Pencil is in front. Okay. Well, we gotta get the tag feud up. So let's do a tag match. And we will do a ladder match for a contract. And if the Maximum Male models retrieve the contract, they will win a world champion tag team thing at the pay-per-view. See, I can just make this stuff up in real time. I'm just that good. Man, Suarez is the one that climbs. I don't know how there is one loser of a ladder match, but sick bump. Oh yeah, the higher my risk rating of a show, I can do a sick bump, but there's a high chance that someone gets injured. Alright, clean. And then the Insiders will celebrate because they are getting a title match at the pay-per-view. Okay. Gonna have 2 meaty boys fight each other again because I like that. I assume Wardlow is the face in this, so I'm going to do Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs. I just want to see what the rating gets. Wardlow will win this time. Cleanly. And Hobbs will refuse a handshake. That's not it. See, the game picked me up on that. And it said, I'm not refusing a handshake. That won't be good for my character. And it was right. Okay, so there's my house of meat. See, there is no There is no written rule that a wrestler cannot wrestle another person in their stable to assert their dominance. Solo is getting another match with Christopher Daniels. No. Dick to go. Dick to go is going to Women of Wrestling, so I need to write him off TV. So I'll give him the ultra beatdown. He wins clean and then he beats the shit out of him after the match. And then you don't see him again. I like this. Debut Dick to go. No. Put on a good match. Okay, so I've got a semi-main, opener, lower mid-card. So this is a match, something match that could be a seg. These two have to be matches, or at least this one does. Okay. What was the Alex Coughlin versus Hook? Let's make that a feud. Alex Coughlin versus Hook. It does good ratings, brother. It has a heat of 0. I don't think I've ever seen a feud get 0 heat. That is incredible. Alright. Singles is going to be a hardcore match. Because why not? It pops the rating. This is a money feud. The game is telling me to absolutely do this. And then Alex Coughlin will revenge attack after the match. Because he is pissed off that he lost. Continue feud. That is technically to start the feud. But we won't pick hairs. Okay. Interview segment. With single worker. And that worker is Bad Bunny. And Bad Bunny is going to issue a challenge for the pay-per-view. An open challenge. Who will answer the Bad Bunny challenge at the pay-per-view? We'll find out. And then this is going to be a fatal 4-way match. Why? That's a great question. Let's see. Let's go with Tony Storm. Let's go with Ruby. Let's go with... You know what? We'll put we'll put Abaddon in there. I feel like I want to keep her as a one-on-one fighter. Let's go with Dana Brooke. And the debuting... I can't put Jade Cargill in this? I thought she was on my roster. Maybe I can't. Well, either way. Chris Statlander, that also works. This is a pretty decent match. What up, Phantasm? Hello. Non-title. Can I have Chris Statlander win this? Did I say crit? Ruby Soho is not losing this match to Chris. Dana Brooke is not losing this match. What is happening? What happened to All for One and One for All? Dana Brooke wins because she's on cocaine. By cheating. The cheating is the drugs. Alright, let's start the show. Nice! Alex Coughlin vs. Hook, an 80% match quality. Overrating 55, but that's fine. As you've seen, this is what happens. If I'm not going out and signing The Rock and Batista and all these over people, this is the normal progression. Andrew Everett is in the ring. John Moxley comes out and challenges him to a match at Still Employed. The challenge is accepted. John Moxley lost overness, but Andrew Everett gained overness. You see, it's a give and take relationship. John Moxley gives his overness and Andrew takes it. Tony Storm versus Ruby Soho versus Dana Brooke versus Chris Statlander. Just a fatal 4-way to see what happens. Dana Brooke was sluggish. That's the opposite of cocaine. I disagree. I think that's bullshit. She should be running rings around the competition. Athena versus Dakota did a 77, 61% overall rating. Pretty decent, I'll take that. Eddie Kingston is backstage. He continued their rivalry by getting on the stick and ripping into Brody King. 72%. I expected that to be kind of higher. Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs got a 70. It's not horrible. It is not horrible. And the crowd was kind of into it. What was the finish? F10. Solo Sikoa versus Dick to Go did a 71. Crowd didn't care though, but that's fine. He is a regular with WO. He hasn't wrestled there yet, you idiot. Athena is walking backstage when Dakota Kai comes from behind and attacks her with a chair. Dakota Kai walks off after hitting a few more chair shots, leaving Athena down on the floor. 62%. Nothing happened. The Insiders versus Sons of a Gun. This will be a ladder bout. Colton lost overness from this match. Mansoir gained overness from this match. And Marseille gained over. See? Excellent. 74% is pretty good. This place has gone up somewhere. Bad Bunny is backstage and he got on the stick and put himself over, but you heard me. He's challenging an open challenge at the pay-per-view. Who could it be? Oh my. Moxley and Kingston versus Brody King and Andrew Everett. The match quality was a 76. John Moxley is still sluggish because he's still pissed off that I made Everett go over him once. Since then, he's gone over him twice. What a politicker. I wouldn't have thought it would be him, but it is. Oh my. Could it be? Alright, I got mail. AW did a 0.64 for Glory by Honor. Alright. WWE did Extreme Rules on the same night. Oof. Alright, my rating is consistent. I got a 3. Candice LeRae will be a great... Stop asking me that, Shayna. Christopher Daniels would like to work with Shelton Benjamin. Okay. Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn blend as a team really well, probably due to this. Dude, how many times are you going to tell me that? Dana Brooke wants to be higher up the card. You know what? If it makes you happy, Dana, I will do it. Congratulations. Do I have Renee on my roster? She is my commentator. She is my lead announcer. My commentary team is Renee Paquette and Dino Winwood. Pretty good. Oh, hell yeah. Yuji Nagata has agreed to an open contract with New Japan America. WWE have signed independent worker EC3 to a written contract. WWE have signed independent worker Damian Priest to a written contract. So, I never used him. I had him on my list, but he is going back to the Fed. WWE have signed Kurt Angle to a... Come on. Come on, man. He can't go anymore. Let him go. WWE have signed independent worker Christopher Daniels. Oh, the higher power has finally arrived. They got a 6.93 for Raw. Ooh. Oh my god. A 6.99 for NXT. Their ratings just keep going up and up and up. 4.5 for Dynamite. Everyone else's ratings are going up and mine are going down. I don't know what this means. I feel like I'm doing a great job. Rampage got a 3.4. Strong got a 1.7 again. 7.2 for SmackDown. Oh, brother. Alright, now what? New incident, cocaine? Gigi Dolan has been sidelined with an injury. Not Gigi. How bad's the injury? 9 months? Oh, okay. Well, she wasn't on TV anyway. Next day. Alright. My pay-per-view. Still employed. I am going to have a national band play. Wait, that's expensive. I will have... Oh my god, these are all so expensive. Okay, having a new look ring is $125,000. We're going to have a 6-sided ring in this show. Alright. My main event is a World Heavyweight Championship match. A singles match. John Moxley versus Andrew Everett. Title is on the line. And your winner To try and make him happy. A new World Heavyweight Champion. John Moxley wins clean. And then he celebrates. You might see more about... That's not ending the feud, because that feud is not ready to end. It won't... It probably won't let me. Nope. It still has more legs to go. Can this feud end? No? Oh, how about this one? This one's pretty even. Not yet. It wants people to cheat when... Pardon me. We're no cheaters here. I just swallowed air. That was bad. Okay. So Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter for the strap. Right about meow. And this, I will probably put a gimmick on this. This will be a last woman standing match. Rhea Ripley, Jamie Hayter for the belts. And your winner and retaining is Jamie Hayter. I don't want to change both belts on the same show, because that would be silly. And then, well, I don't think Rhea Ripley's going to do a revenge attack if she's knocked out to the count of 10. I like this. Continue feud. Alright. And then we will have... So you can see the pay-per-views have less matches, but at this point, you kind of know what you're doing. Let's do a Falls Count Anywhere match between Dakota Kai and Athena. Because she got attacked backstage with a chair. So nothing is out of bounds here. But your winner, Dakota Kai, by cheating in a backstage brawl. I don't know how that works. And then she celebrates the pay-per-view victory to continue the feud. Okay, I need to do the Bad Bunny Open Challenge. And I know how I'm going to do that. The Bad Bunny will come out and say, anybody that wants to wrestle me can get in the ring right now. 19 people come out from the back and accept the challenge. Should I put every single member of the House of Meat in this match? No, Brody King is in another match. I can't do it. I was going to put Bad Bunny in the ring with a bunch of meat. Can't do it. Alright. Let's see what I can put together here. We'll put... Okay, let's try and get some people on the show that aren't in... One, that aren't in tag teams. And two, that haven't really been given a time on TV. Pillman Jr. can go in here. I need to have these guys at least on TV. To try and... You know, whatever. Braun Breaker can debut in this Battle Royal. Chris Sabin can also be in this, because he's a good worker. Dominic Mysterio. This is the Battle Royal that Solo is in, and Solo will win, and this is where, then from here is where the push happens. Wheeler Yuta. Peter Avalon. Akira Tozawa. Sure, I'll allow it. Yota Tsuji. The Great Okan. Riff Garrison. Luther. No, not Luther. Luthersaurus. Malachi Black. Shanky. Drew Gulak. Speedball. Sammy Guevara. Where's Jack Perry? Jack Perry. One more person that is definitely not winning. Serpent... No. Ryan Nemeth. He was on TV before. Done. And your winner No title on the line, but the winner of this gets a future World Heavyweight Championship match. Solo Sikoa is your winner. And your runner-up is Malachi Black. I haven't used Candy Encoder, kind of mainly because it went against my rules. They didn't get fired. They were just on open contracts and I saw it, so I signed them. So I've been actively avoiding using them. Because Malachi had a promo, sell promo, so it's in the viewers' minds that he is going to be featured. So he was a runner-up to Solo winning. The Solo will be awarded or rewarded with a heavyweight championship match in the future. But now I need to do Eddie Kingston and Brody King. Battle of Kings, as they say. Let's do an I Quit match. I feel like they'd probably go for something like this. Eddie Kingston versus Brody King in an I Quit match. And Eddie Kingston wins. I don't want a sick bump because I don't want him to get hurt. And then Eddie Kingston celebrates. Continue feud. And we'll probably hear about that on the next show. I have 3 spots to fill. Oh, I gotta put in Alex Coughlin and Hook went up 10 heat. Alright, we gotta do the ladder match. We'll put that here. Has that ever happened if someone's like called out an open challenge, but instead of just one person accepting it, it was like 15 people? Okay. Marseille Mansoir versus Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn. I need to make that a ladder match. Wait, no I don't. It'll be a... No, it's just a normal tag match. They won the ladder match to get the contract. And now it's just a normal match. On NXT recently, they had a whole locker room fight backstage to get to the ring first. That's cool. I like that. It makes it feel like... the one thing I like about when wrestling shows book like backstage segments is that it makes it feel like an actual place that is happening in real time. Like, you know when like a lot of shows don't go to the back? And like literally anyone can come out through the curtain to the ring. But behind where the entrance ramp is, there is no gauge of time. Like, someone could be on the other side of the world and then come through the curtain. I know that's got a bit of mystique to it, but I like the idea that there are people behind there, and there is a world that is happening behind the curtain. It's more organic. Alright. Tag Team Championship match. But unfortunately, they don't get the job done. Austin Gunn pins Mansoir in the middle of the ring by cheating. And then they celebrate. Filthy cheaters. Continue feud. They're not finished yet. Alright, I'm gonna... what do I want to put as my dark match? I might put Alex Coughlin and Hook as my dark match. It has 0 heat. And it will be a tables match. Get some wood out there. Alright. And this won't affect the show rating either. Alex Coughlin will be winning this match. Okay, sure. I'll see how long this feud can go before Hook allows him to win. Cheap shots after a handshake. I don't think cheap shotting a handshake is good for my character. Are you a face in this? You are an absolute heel. But whatever. Let me check that. Yeah, he has a face in this. Okay. That's... Alright. Alright, Lulu Pencil feud. This is gonna be a... This is gonna be a... cage match. Lulu Pencil versus Billy Starks. These were like two of the kind of more popular women's wrestlers I had from like day one. So some of these feuds that I have are just from the very beginning, like the first day when like they started firing people. Of course, I have many, many more people now, but I was trying to build a company. Billy Starks wins this cage match cleanly. And she celebrates. Because, you know, Lulu Pencil is in the cage. What else are you meant to do? Can I end? It's just, I can't end this yet, can I? I mean, I could. It would just hurt both the people. Alright. I have one section left. What else are we doing? What can I cook? What am I cooking? Can I do a meaty men tag match? Let's do a 4v4 match. A survivor, let's do a survivor match. Let's do Preston Vance, Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, and W. Morrissey or Big Bill versus I'm trying to remember who was in Australia. Buddy Matthews, Mikey Nichols, Shane Haste, and I could put Bronson in here. He's a member of both, but they need a big boy. The House of Meat versus Australia. That's right. Alright. I have to pick these all in order. Okay. Shane, sorry you're taking the first fall. Not personal. Mikey is then taking the second fall. Preston's taking the third fall. Then we've got Buddy taking the next fall. Then Bronson can get rid of Morrissey. And then he gets eliminated. So the final two remaining are Hobbs and Wardlow. Okay, the game figured that out. Good. So how quickly will it take for Australia and House of Meat to merge to form Outback Steakhouse? You know, maybe they have more in common than you think. Alright, this is my card. Solo winning a 20-man Battle Royal, which was the Bad Bunny Open Challenge, and just 19 people accepted it. Billy Starks over Lulu Pencil in a cage match. The Ass Boys going over the Insiders. House of Meat goes over Australia. Dakota Kai over Athena. Eddie Kingston over Brody King. Jamie Hayter over Rhea Ripley. And John Moxley over Andrew Everett to be the new FEW Heavyweight Champion of the world. 81%! We are cooking with these guys now. Alright, pretty decent. So their feud will probably get good, and their overness will probably go up from that too, so that's good. 61%. That was the dark match, so it doesn't count. I don't think. So the match rating of the show. Oh, it's thinking. Alright, Battle Royal. Oh, God. The crowd reaction was good, though. 52%. Nobody really cared, though. 45% match quality. I mean, there's 20 people. What do you expect? Well, the next match. There's 44% match quality, but it wasn't a cage. Yeah, this is the blood feud. Anyway, that didn't really do a whole lot. The Insiders versus Sons of a Gun. The tag titles lost image, as they will, because I think I gave them too much image at the beginning. So that's whatever. It'll plateau out. 59% overall. It's still decent. They're both working. They're both getting over. They got gimmicks. I'll take it. The House of Meat versus Australia only did a 58%. I honestly didn't really know what to expect. But a 60% crowd reaction is good. I'll take that. Match quality was whatever, because The teams were 4 gigantic men versus 3 not gigantic men and 1 gigantic man. As you do. Dakota Kai versus Athena, 79% match quality. A false count anywhere match. Dakota Kai won, and she gained overness. Good. Big pay-per-view win. Eddie Kingston versus Brody King did an 89% match quality. 78% crowd reaction. Overall, 83% rating. I think from 2 people that genuinely got fired, this is the best result that I've gotten so far. I'm pretty pleased with that. Rhea Ripley versus Jamie Hayter did a 70%. Jamie gained overness from that match. Rhea didn't lose any, which is good. A last woman standing match. All of these feuds will continue. No feuds are ending here. Because I can't. And Jon Moxley versus Andrew Everett in a singles match for the World Championship. Jon Moxley was still sluggish and didn't put much effort in. But the World Championship gained image because he's holding it. Andrew Everett had a good, month-long reign. So this is fine. I will allow this. My overall rating for the card was 63%. So it's about on par with my TV shows. It has gone up from since I started. I think I was in the 50s when I started. So my roster is slowly building and going up. Oh no! Well, FEW today released their general manager Big Pants. Many feel that Big Pants had to go as the company was suffering an alarming slump in fortunes. The mismanagement of Big Pants is being blamed for this. We'll have more news on this story at a later date. Well, that was my pay-per-view. And it's over. End game. What just happened? Dude. I GG'd. I had a good, oh my. I got fired. The ironic twist is I got fired. I don't know how to feel. I had so many things. I had an Australian stable. I had the House of Meat. I didn't even get to make my own bloodline. It's Ogre. The dream is Ogre. What do I do from here? Tony can't hire me. Please. Please. I don't know what to do with this anymore. Well, I don't know what happens from here, but that is the end of episode 2 of whatever I just did. Future Endeavored Wrestling. I got fired. I don't even know if I can recover this save. Or if I can... Maybe I can force my way back into the save. Maybe I can do that. Oh my. I'll have to see what I can do about that. I might have to force my way back in. I will tell Sophie that I am not happy about getting fired. And then they will unfire me and pull me back in. I'll have to see what I can do about that. Because I thought I was cooking. Slowly. But, I kind of got fired. Yeah. But, until next time, if there is one. Thank you for watching whatever it was that I just did. Thank you so much.